Hello, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, your executive producer. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I particularly want to thank our Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/fsfilms. Those being Samantha Bates, Trevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, and L, our $25 tier supporters over there, as well as all the others. Thank you very much for all your support. We couldn't do nearly as much of what we do now without you, so thank you. For those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Shadows of the Mountain, the Werewolf, the Apocalypse Chronicle that we're running here on Final Show Films. My name is Jack. I am your storyteller for this evening, and I am joined by this delightful group of people. God, I was really tempted to start with Craig. Starting with Holly.
Oh, hi. I'm Holly. I'm playing Dakota. She's Galliard Lubis Octana.
And William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Ingvar Ulfsdotter, the Homid Geta Fenris Arun. And yeah, the dystopian future that I very, very depressed by is Fahrenheit 451 because we've just been talking about it.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Aiden Taylor, Hamid Philox, Child of Gaia. And my favorite depressing dystopian society would have to be The Road. Because holy shit, Cormac McCarthy. Or a very good
and
very hard to watch movie with Viggo Mortensen.
And Sen.
Sen, I'm playing Grania Firelight O'Connor, the Hamid Glasswalker Ragabash. Jack, your internet is chopping out, and my favorite dystopian future is Warhammer 40k, because at least with that, you'd have to have advanced medical technology and universal healthcare to really approach getting there first. And there's no way that's going to happen anytime soon, so...
I mean, I wouldn't say that's a depressing.
And Athena.
Hi, I'm Athena, and I'm playing Mordecai, a Lupus the Arch of the Shadow Lords, and I have too many.
Fair.
Also,
And Craig.
Hi, I'll be playing Sal Glasswalker Hamid Ragabash. And The Road is my favorite book about parenting. And unironically.
No, legit. That is absolutely fair.
And my favorite post-apocalyptic book these days, when the world is pretty horrible, is The Last Babylon. Because, I mean, sure, it's about a nuclear exchange, but it's also about some people who have a pretty chill time, drink some orange juice, hang back and wait for things to get better.
Fair.
And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Alexandra Boxcar's Core, Metasphilodox Black Fury. I don't like dystopian books. I read history books instead and sociology.
Same thing.
at this point,
Look, history
like
books are just
dystopian
dystopian
novels.
books that have already happened.
Allow me to be Dolores Abernathy. Those are the same thing.
also,
I was going to
Jeremy,
say, I don't want to get into fiction, what do you call it, philosophy or anything like that, but there's a whole lot of overlap of people using their current times to talk about, in a sense of future. So every time you read a past dystopian book, you're really reading about history.
Yep.
Jeremy,
The time machine.
What about a world in which there is only ever war and trillions of people are fed to a skeleton on a golden throne isn't depressing?
Not if you're the skeleton.
Looks around.
Oh, nice.
And then looks
Nice.
get camera.
So go full millennial right here. Just be
Waves in 2022.
like, sure, but at least you're dead.
My favorite non-depressing would absolutely be Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
And as always, a very special thank you to the Onyx Path, who provided us collaboration materials for this chronicle. You can, as always, get access to their upcoming apocalyptic record book pre-order at apocalyptic-record.backerkit.com/hosted_pre-orders. I will pop that link in the chat, and it'll be posted in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. But when we last left the Denver region.
And as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights.
Hell yeah. Eat the rich.
Yep.
Corporations aren't people.
It's really good too.
Well, I'll start with the upper class. It's fine.
But when last we left the Denver region, the Wings Pack finished their meeting with Bloodsbane, discussing the progress they'd made in investigating Intrepid Energy thus far, and getting a directive from her to report back in 24 hours with evidence of the last known location of the Black Spiral that had been responsible in the slaughter of Aiden's first pack. Unbeknownst to their new semi-hostile ally, however, Motoko already has been capable of tracking the spiral at any time, so the time limit was basically a non-issue. And the Wings used their extra 23 and a half hours to start preparing for the battles ahead. Spiderfryer purchased a new vehicle, which was overshadowed somewhat by various interpack discussions, one of which resulted in the loss of Spiderfryer's dominant eye when he violated a spirit ban that had been placed on him by the pack's totem spirit. The night concluded as Grania acquired a pair of rooms for the pack in a fairly disreputable hotel for the evening, and we pick up with her exiting the lobby check-in area back to the outside where the vehicles are parked a little ways down, and I believe Sal was waiting just outside the door.
Exit the door, walk confidently past Sal, back towards the others, without looking around.
New Coke, how'd it go?
I've been fine.
Good work.
Always do.
That didn't really match up grammatical like, but all right.
I always do good work.
Oh, I get it now.
There you go.
But the key cards you have, Grania, well, they're like tags with an actual physical key, you know, linked to them. It's the plastic kind of hangs on a pegboard thing, are for 2 rooms that are separated by another room in the middle, a little ways down the parking lot on the second floor, like mezzanine walkway. You know how these pull up and park outside hotels are.
What was the name that we went in as?
I don't fucking remember.
I think it was like Smith. It was really generic.
No,
it
was I picked like movie names. It was like, or it was like celebrity names.
It was like, do you
it was. Do you want to be Lennon or McCartney? I think it was something like that.
But it
because he asked you.
Yeah, and it was like movie. It was like a movie something. I just don't remember who it was.
Quick, somebody go watch the last episode. It's up on YouTube.
Anyway, well, we'll go with Lennon and McCartney right now. And so, looking at Craig, I'll hold up the two cards. So, do you want Lennon or McCarthy?
I'll take Lennon. McCartney sounds like your deal.
As I hand one of the key cards towards him as we're walking back. I'm Irish, not Scottish.
He shrugs and says, I thought that was Max.
Just rolls her eyes.
All right, you've got keys though. Divvy yourselves up.
Get back to everyone else. 2 rooms. Look at the 2 guys. Look at the 5 girls. I feel like some of us are going to get cramped if we go along the more traditional stylings of separating rooms.
All right.
Hopefully we can.
I'm not concerned about it, to be honest. Anybody who's concerned, raise
The names, by the way, were Joe Montana and Cal Ripken.
That's
Oh,
it.
that's right. That's right. Wow.
That's it.
Yes, definitely movies. I thought it was movies too. I mean, does anybody honest?
As I just got to re-listen to Jeremy singing Journey.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to being in an actual goddamn bit.
Is anybody concerned about it?
Not really.
No particular.
No.
And whistle.
Dope. All right.
There.
He'll reach out and kind of tussle Dakota's hair.
One Ragabash per room.
It does feel like something you should separate in all situations. So, sure. And just walks into a room. He's
Yep.
not.
Oh, Alex,
Yeah.
hold up the sniper rifle. Can clean?
Oh God. Okay, I'll go with you then.
I'll go.
Fine. I'll get it
Oh, so you're
done.
just open carrying a sniper rifle into the room
Well,
into this.
It's in like a bag.
Put it in the.
It's
I
in a
have
bag.
a guitar case.
Your axe is in there. No, it's in like a. It's in like a. It's in like a.
It
Like
don't
a.
fit.
It's in
Like
like
It
a.
will not fit.
No, it's in like a. It's in like a piano case.
Okay, so we're a band now.
I assume you
Yeah.
mean like a portable keyboard case, and we're not like pushing a grand piano
Yes,
case.
yes, a portable keyboard case. For
Although
the-
I would really like that.
Don't worry, boss.
a large keyboard case for those with a pedantic bent. Yes.
That's how we're gonna get into Intrepid Energy's place. We're gonna use
All
a Trojan
under a
piano
piano.
case.
Look, I hear you're
Sal
looking for.
sticks his head up through a front yard lawn somewhere. I'll find that pipe or else goes back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I-
Now we just need to somebody to convince them that there's supposed to be a piano delivered. And Sal's like, finally, it's my time to shine.
I hear you're looking for some Looney Tunes shenanigans. Well, if I got the piano for you.
All right. So
All right.
what do Grania and Alex go into the same room as Aiden
Yeah,
or
I'll
the other?
go. I don't know. Probably then. Yeah.
All right.
Not two Ragabashes in one
Then
room.
Sal and
It's
Dakota
dangerous.
in the other one. Sound if we're dividing Ragabash, which is Ragabashes?
So Aiden, Alex, and
Ragabash?
Grania in one room right now. Sal and Dakota in another room. Ingvar and
Ingvar and Moriko
Moriko.
undecided.
Mhm.
Separate rooms. We want one beta in each room.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Will you need help with that? And she gestures to the sniper rifle.
As Mara looks at my thing, I don't think I need I have a stick, which is what I really need. If you want to, sure.
I could use a dedication,
Don't
Mariko,
need
afterwards.
another person.
I will go with you.
Okay.
We'll have to do it in the morning.
Okay. So Ingvar is in the Sal and Dakota room then.
Yep.
Okay. Is Boxcars going to wait for dawn, which is the traditional time when this is done, or are you going to do it now?
I think first time doing it. Do I know if I can't do it this time, will it be stuck?
Not
Basically?
necessarily.
Okay. I think she'd want to get it done as soon as possible. Like she's been antsy to get this
Antsy
done.
about it, just in
Yeah.
general. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. we have to howl during this. If we can go over to the Umbra, that would probably be best. Otherwise, we got to turn the TV up really loud.
Good thing Mariko's staying with us then.
Yep. Yeah. Can you take us over to the
When
Umbra?
we, yes. It's like, are we in the room now?
Yep, you can say you're in the room now.
I was
Yep.
gonna say yeah, because
I'm
I didn't
assuming
even
so.
jump.
Are
We
gonna-
went, we invited. Yeah, then she'll try to activate her
well,
mirror shades.
Before we do that, are we gonna have to dedicate this first? Then
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
is that gonna make me grow tentacles if you dedicate a slightly tainted sniper rifle to me?
You could conceivably just cleanse them both.
I'm fine with this.
There's nothing that says you can't dedicate it ahead of time.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Aiden, for his part, has done a really quick security check of the room.
Okay.
Make sure that there's no like ways other than like the door and the windows. There's no real way in.
Give me a perception and investigation, difficulty 6.
Jack, you said that in basically the same cadence as I would expect. There's nothing that says a dog can't play basketball.
There's nothing.
I've never watched any of
Fucking
those
Air
movies,
Bud.
and I refuse to begin.
Hey,
Perception
nice and
in
fun.
Okay.
Howl loud enough to scare what's in that away.
Per invest. Per invest.
So this is gonna draw attention.
3 successes.
I mean, like, yeah, if you're looking for secret doors or anything,
Yeah,
It's
just
a-
it's just a basic
It's-
quick. We can't
Yep,
be a
mhm.
there isn't like a door from the bathroom going to another room or shit like that.
Mhm. Yeah,
He's
no.
not expecting that the random room that they chose secretly has a door to the spiral's hive or anything.
No,
It
it definitely does not have a secret passageway to a black spiral hive.
Okay.
Now the mages in this area, however, no, just kidding.
And then he just takes like the cheap like comfy chair that will invariably be in the front of the room.
Mhm, yep.
Turns it so it's facing like the doors and the windows, sits down, takes out his gun and puts and puts it near him. It's like, all right, you guys go.
you know,
And that's where he's gonna sleep for the night.
all you
Okay.
need is a bottle of rye, and you look just like me, Uncle Terry.
You'd spoken to me 3 weeks ago. All you would need is a bottle of a rum for this to be me 3 weeks ago.
And Grania, how many objects do you have, or objects or collections that function as a single unit do you have bound to you currently?
I was just
Um,
gonna check that because gnosis.
My clothes, my
Yeah,
guns.
so you got an outfit.
So my gloves and my paired pistols, which I feel like should be considered one thing because they're conceptually together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. And what's your total gnosis score?
My total gnosis score is 4.
Okay. So yeah, you've still got room for 2 more dedicated objects if you need them. So this one will be your 3rd, assuming everything goes well. All right. So to start with dedication first, that will be Mariko.
Yeah, which just takes a gnosis.
Mm-hmm.
She's very perfunctory about it. There's no flashiness, nothing. It's very much a concentrates, does the thing, hands it back over.
It's a mystic rite, so you'll be rolling wits and rituals, difficulty 7.
Actually, wait, quick question. How far away are we from all of the locations that Moriko has told us about for Intrepid?
The closest one right now would be approximately. You guys are in golden.
Do I? Wait,
We
do I?
might not want to. We're going to make noise on the other side. I don't know if anything's keeping watch on the other side.
You are at least 10 miles away. Yeah.
Okay. I think we should be good then. I am not sure. Tell me if that's wrong, like a wrong assumption. But
Right.
Alex feels that we're not close enough that if we do this ritual howl, it will alert Intrepid to our presence.
Unlikely,
Okay,
you would say.
cool.
You would surmise.
I will carry on with my assumption then.
For the dedication though, there's a roll.
So page
It
202
just
in the
says-
rule book,
Yeah.
there's always a roll to enact a rite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So say it, 'cause I don't think we've rolled on this before.
It
Okay.
tends to be specific.
Wits
based on
and
the-
rituals.
Wits and rituals, difficulty 7 for mystic rites. Yep. Yeah, no, if no roll is mentioned in a system's description, it's a standard roll.
3 successes.
3 successes. So you take, I assume, pretty much you said you were pretty perfunctory about it, right?
She is, yeah, she is not a
Mhm.
flashy writes. Nope.
Right.
This is a very standard, very much like a
Yep. Yep.
And if
Literally
there's-
almost 10 minutes on the dot, which is your minimum requirement time for a ritual.
I love how different Moriko and Cal
And-
were when they did rituals.
Grania, I want you to give me a wits and primal urge roll, difficulty 6.
Which primal urge?
No.
Wits. Primal difficulty 6.
Yep.
I have to ask, does my ambusher specialty apply?
No, fortunately not in this case.
3 successes.
Part of the conduction of this ritual requires you to be, in physical contact with it because you're the one being bound to it. And as it concludes, you feel a cold corruption ripple up your arm of your dominant hand, squirm down your spinal column, and nestle somewhere around your sacral vertebrae.
It was watch like those of you that are in the room watch as she sort of like the muscle tenses and relaxes in time with that. So it's just like the arm and then back.
Alex and Moriko both have sense worm, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna have to cleanse me too.
You're definitely catching, in the wake of this very spiritual bonding that has just happened, you're definitely catching worm taint coming off of specifically Grania as well as the sniper rifle now.
Now we need to get that fixed before.
Mordecai will try to put on her mirror shade.
Okay.
Aiden's like, you kids have fun.
Yep. Love it. Dad, very dad who goes through the McDonald's drive-through and gets a black coffee for himself and drives off. Energy.
Yep.
In response, I will rack a round into the chamber
What's-
just in case it's needed.
It's difficulty 7, right, for the shades?
Yeah, it should be Gnosis difficulty 7, I believe.
Nope.
I-
She does not activate her mirror shades.
Okay. So
I d-
if you want to use them for this scene, you can also spend a Gnosis point, or you can
Nope.
try and cross just as normal.
Just gonna cross normally.
Okay. That's also Gnosis difficulty 7.
If you need any,
This one though, she'll spend a willpower for.
Okay.
if you need any spirit juice, I'm brimming with it.
3 successes.
3 successes total.
Yep.
Yeah. So you try and activate the shades. Whether you're rattled from the fact that you sort of just bound worm taint into a pack member, or whatever the reason might be, you're not able to activate the fetish that would make the transition easier. But with that willpower spent, you're able to power through, or however you see it, and move the 3 of you across the gauntlet very quickly.
Could I, just because I think it'd be narratively interesting, could I ask Aiden to roll a like empathy check on Grania?
Sure.
What's an empathy standard difficulty?
Yep.
Also, I don't want to interrupt the scene at all, but just to cut Jack off from potential shenanigans, while this is going on, Sal will at least suggest that we do a perimeter sweep of the building.
Okay.
5.
What does Aiden get
successes.
with an exceptional success?
Grania does not seem bothered by having worm taint. It almost like it feels not like in a gladly embraces the worm kind of way, but in a that's fine, that's probably right kind of way. Which I feel like Aiden would distinctly recognize.
Yeah.
Okay. The three of you cross over and you step out into open air.
Fuck!
Everybody give me a dexterity and athletics roll, difficulty 6.
Second floor! Jesus, all that Grania says as she falls. I do have air hoppers on, for what that's worth.
Yeah, dexterity and what was it?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay, I try to do it.
Which means,
Alertness.
what
Difficulty what?
6.
6.
How many stories am I falling, I guess, is the question.
Just 1.
Okay, so difficulty 1, then, for my air hoppers to take no damage from falling.
3 successes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I mean, sorry. I mean, I already got successes, but I have to say, Mordecai probably would have actually
I have to activate the air
shifted into
hoppers, don't
lupus
I?
first.
They would have had to have been activated, yeah.
Can I just spend a gnosis to have them activated?
This isn't something you would have
Okay.
known coming out, so yeah,
Sure.
no, you're just going to have to make the standard roll. Yeah.
Cool, never mind. What's the difficulty again?
6.
It's dexterity what?
Dexterity and athletics. Yep.
So bad at those. 4.
Okay. All three of you managed to land with only a little bit of surprise. Where the building would have been are just these twisting kind of fibrous, almost like spider web, but not nearly regular or spaced evenly the way a spider web generally is. And it's this mildly sinewy looking substance colored in blacks and browns. It's off-putting and it smells bad. Not like worm taint bad any more than standard urban worm taint usually is, but there's a spiritual rot here.
Does it feel odd to me as a glasswalker?
It feels off.
Like more than I would be used
Yeah,
to?
this isn't
Yeah.
glasswalkers with their reliance on technology and their facility with dealing with Weaver spirits and that sort of thing. This doesn't scream Weaver. It's too irregular and it's too, in a sense, gross for Weaver.
Can I get a sense of what this is then?
You can do perception and occult, difficulty 6.
Any adjustments for being glasswalker?
No, not in this case.
Okay.
Or
I have no dots in occult, so I don't. Can I not make that roll? Is it knowledge?
No, you can't. You wouldn't be able to make the roll. Trying to think if there's anything else.
same.
Yeah, no. It would pretty much just be occult would give you the
Yep. Mordecai
rundown on this one.
has 3 successes because she'd be doing the same thing.
Okay. Mordecai, this is the sort of residue that you get when enough for something to have a reflection in the Umbra, it has to be significant and carry a spiritual resonance to it. There has been enough emotional, physical, and mental trauma in this area that it started to have an umbral echo, but it is almost entirely trauma based on the substances that you're seeing here. This is not the sort of place that humans have created any sort of pleasant, peaceful, or happy type of spiritual echo. This is a place where bad shit goes down.
She doesn't say anything. She just she knows what it is. If nobody asks, she's not going to say anything.
Just out loud, just like, "This is the most fucked up looking weavers I've ever seen."
What? Wait, say that again?
Can't hear you, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not weavers. We've seen Weaver. Is that going to cause a problem getting back to Morocco?
Would it?
Doesn't look like it would strengthen the gauntlet particularly. It's just it's a nasty place.
Okay, yeah. No, Mark will say no. We will have to break back into the room. I can't get us back up there, and we do not have the key.
I just like give you side eye. Don't worry about it. I've got it.
I know.
So Aiden is still in the
I
room.
will
You
get
can
it.
just knock.
I was gonna say, yeah, Aiden with his headphones on, black
He
coffee.
doesn't have headphones. he is sitting there quite restfully with the gun at his side, just watching the door.
Sure. Shoot us as we
Don't-
break into the door.
If you
not-
break in, maybe.
Aiden's in there. We can just ask. We'll text him. Okay. Let's see. Alex starts running around in the frog bag and pulls out a stick.
Oh my god, I forgot about the frog bag.
Yeah.
Toad bag, yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
the
Toad
bag.
On this side of
bag.
the gauntlet, you're rummaging inside the toad.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because it looks like a toad on this side.
Uh-huh.
I was just
Yep.
gonna say this is a much better image than you in a toad bag. It's you in a toad.
Right? Yep.
Yeah.
There's
And
a
pulls out a
tree
stick.
froggy looking right. Yep. And it's just yep.
You just like open its mouth and reach in.
Yep.
Is that
Yep. That's
Awesome.
what you do.
Okay, and a water bottle. It's probably just like a plastic water bottle. It's got the tag ripped off of it by this point. And another like sort of a bundle of sticks. Looks at Grania. Do you have a lighter?
Pull one out of my pocket.
Cool. And I find a like kind of an area where I can do a circle, basically.
Okay. Yeah, you have to step away from this webby,
Yeah.
corrupty network building thing a little
Does-
ways out.
Does the rifle look any different on this side of the gauntlet?
No.
I hate to be that guy, but would the lighter have come through?
That's a
Only
question.
if it was in the toad bag.
Oh, well, in that case, no. But I can light something.
Okay. I need a torch. All right. And she'll have Grania like light up one of the. So Alex. Well, actually, hang on. You said you have. I don't want to do that now. I have enough. I'm gonna need some gnosis to cleanse you too.
I'll hold out a hand.
For the light, can you light these?
Oh, I take the things and I will just like, survival light a fire, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, but how many dots in survival do you have?
2 dots.
Yeah, that's enough. You can manage to.
Oh, I was
Cobble
gonna say
together a
Monica's got 3. She can definitely assist with
Between
that.
the three,
Got enough.
between the pair of you guys can manage to jury rig some sparks enough to get this torch smoldering.
Too
Okay.
many cooks.
What's gonna happen is you, Grania, are gonna stand in the middle with the rifle. I'm gonna walk a circle around. And me and Moriko are going to howl. So, Alex pulls out her axe as well, just in case anything comes called by that. I think we're far enough away. Ready?
Yeah,
Mordecai's gonna
Lorenzo?
shift into Lupus.
I will.
Ah.
I will pull
She's
out.
not gonna howl.
I will just reach back into my belt and pull out one of my pistols, since I don't know if firing the gun that's being cleansed is going to be a good idea or not.
This ritual roll is going to be a what kind of roll? It's like,
This is a rite of accord, so you are going to be rolling charisma and rituals.
okay. Charisma
Internet
and
connection.
rituals. Cool. I'm gonna
And
shift
your
into-
difficulty is going to be 7.
Right. I'm gonna shift into Krynos. Before I start, cause why not? All right. It was. Sorry, I was not on the part of my sheet where I do the rolls. What is it? It's rituals and
Charisma.
Rituals and charisma.
All right. While she's setting up, Mordecai's going to
Difficulty
do this.
7.
While she's doing that, Mordecai's going to look around because, they are going to howl. So she's going to do the like little dog-like turn a circle to get comfortable. But she's going to just take a peek. If there's anything within range that would be like howl range.
Okay.
And since
Perception. Alertness?
Perception and alertness. Difficulty 7.
And since I'm going to be
And she's in Lupus, so that's 5 because of the -2 perception
Yes.
difficulty. So hold on, perception. Or
Yep.
difficulty 5.
and since I'm the subject of the ritual, I'm just going to be keeping an eye out. Hot damn!
it's not a botch.
Not a bot.
It's not a botch. I had a single
Jesus.
7 in there.
Okay, so with perception, Elfi's specialty would apply.
Yeah.
So that is 7 successes.
7 successes. With 7
Oh,
successes.
and alertness would be a specialty as well. And if that's eavesdropping, that's another. That's
they
two
don't. It doesn't.
specialties.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
but
It
I say,
doesn't.
but
Yeah, they
what
don't
I mean
stack.
is like,
but yeah.
but what I mean is like it's visual or hearing, regardless of what
Yep.
those two are.
Yep.
7
It's
successes.
It's 7 for both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mordecai, as you're looking around, you start to pick up that webbing that represents the hotel near you. There
Mhm.
are little spirits that are sort of creeping around all of those fibers and tendrils and networks that form the sort of spiritual echo construction of this thing.
Mhm.
All small ones, jaglings for the most part. Or sorry, gafflings for the most part. Nothing that seems very like if all of them focused an attack on just one of you, it might hurt a little bit. But odds are, even if they all got riled up, the 3 of you would be able to take them apart, no problem.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, she would be looking fairly far because again, if they're howling, so like anything within her sight range and hearing range, I guess. Yeah. And if all she's picking up is those spirits, she's just not going to say anything. She's just going to know that that's not going to be a real danger, even if they alert them or
as far as larger members of the spiritual ecosystem here, there's a couple vehicle spirits that are ripping up and down the roads even this late in the early hours of the morning. You've got a number of electricity spirits that are running up and down whatever avenues that they have here in an urban landscape fairly regularly. Everything seems to be about what you'd expect. Most of the surprising aspects or the unexpected is all focused on just how grody this hotel is in the spirit world.
But nothing that she would alert anybody to of like, we're gonna want to howl quietly so that we don't alert the
doesn't seem to be
the raised lifted tires, evil white truck spirit.
Right.
That kind of thing.
The evil Karen minivan spirit that rules these
that one too.
These streets. Yeah.
Looking for one of those.
Can we go to a monster truck rally at some point? Whatever you want now.
So yeah,
all right,
Dakota,
so
you start your procedure,
Alex,
and right at the important moment of that is supposed to incite the howl, the torch goes out
Damn it.
and the ritual fails.
Shit. Crap. Damn it. Okay. Right. That wasn't supposed to happen.
You need us to light another one?
Hmm?
Do you need us to light another one?
Yeah.
You have already spent the gnosis for this as well, so that is lost.
Shit. Okay. That's not good. I don't have enough gnosis to
Right here.
clear you and the gun.
Let me give you some
Can
of
you
mine.
teach me the right?
Conceivably, but that would take all night. None of you would get any sleep.
Yeah, but like she's still worm tainted.
Yep. Mhm.
So yep. Choices we made.
I can give you some of mine. We can't hear you. Or
Oh,
Can't
still
hear you,
can't
Mara.
hear you.
Still
Yep.
Is it going to be tainted?
You don't know.
I was gonna say, would Mordecai know anything about that?
Moriko, you can make an intelligence and occult difficulty 8.
tainted gnosis.
Oh no, I'm singing Tainted Love in my head now. Thank you.
Me too.
I think tomorrow morning technically is when I can meditate gnosis back.
One
right?
success.
One success.
So,
Unlikely. The gnosis would. Grania is not like Black Spiral level of gone or
Yeah.
tainted.
Yeah, she's just
It
got
would probably be fine.
she's probably. So yeah, so Mordecai does Alex say that out loud?
yeah.
Yeah, then Mordecai will say, unlikely. It's not Grania that's tainted. It's a piece. Her
Okay.
energy should be fine.
Then yes, please.
Let's
Yep.
go over Moriko.
Both
How
of
do I do
you
this?
are going to have to roll. Yep.
Mhm.
This is a difficulty 8 roll. You can spend willpower. But both of you, how many points of gnosis are you trying to transmit?
I need at least one.
I will try to transmit 2, since I've got 4.
Okay.
And I don't use
All
my
right.
gnosis for anything.
Okay. Both of you are going to need to roll wits and either occult or primal urge.
Wits and Primal Urge.
Let's see what I'm better in. 3.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the gauntlet, we're all sitting in the room watching a movie. Sal goes, I mean, I'm sure they cleansed the thing before they tried to bond it, right? I mean, otherwise, crazy. Anyway, I love this movie.
Shush. No, sister. I am gonna spend willpower because
Okay.
this needs to go well.
And for each 2 collective successes that the pair of you get, you can transmit 1 point of gnosis.
All right.
What's the difficulty?
Hey.
So 3, 4
What's the difficulty?
boxcars. 8.
Eight.
Ooh,
That's a botch.
that's a botch.
I spent the willpower.
So-
Did I not come through?
Oh no, okay.
Oh,
So I
okay.
guess okay.
Yeah, you spent a willpower, so it's 0. So
It's just 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
3
All right.
successes
So-
total.
3 successes total. So, Grania, you try and will the spiritual energy out of yourself and share it. And that taint is just latched on somehow. And it's not until Boxcars pulls the force of her spiritual power into it. And literally, it hurts. I'm going to need you to soak 2 lethal. As your body rips open and this slightly luminescent ball of blood pools forth.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. But you can feel, especially right down in the base of your spine, right there above your tailbone where that corruption nestled, it's bad. So you have 1 point of gnosis that Grania was able to share with you.
One? Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
Just like doing like sort of
How
like
long
a
did-
like there's a prick in my back kind of wiggle right now.
All right.
Yeah. How long does that take?
That takes about 10 minutes
Okay.
as they focus and try and meld that spiritual connection together.
Whatever that last statement was, Mara didn't come through.
Oh, are you good?
Oh no, I'm fine. Just a little sore.
All right. Boxcars can try the ritual again. Starting over, you relight the torch.
Yep.
Try to get
Dancing.
things all set up.
I'm gonna spend another willpower.
Okay.
Does the difficulty go up because it's trying the same thing again?
Yep. You're going to be rolling charisma and rituals difficulty 8 now.
Okay.
But the willpower still counts as an auto success. That's
It's a
one.
success.
One.
One
Woo.
success. As you manage to get through all of this painstaking procedure, and the ritual concludes and the howl erupts from all the participants that are assisting, there's a burst, and everything is fairly dark here. There's only a little bit of ambient illumination from the spirit world around you. There's a burst of even deeper darkness as something corkscrews out of this rifle and slams into one of the thicker upper fibers in the membranes of this hotel. And there's a cloud of small spirits, pain spirits, hate spirits, death and blood spirits, and other ones that you can feel the wrongness and the damage of them, even if you can't identify the exact brood that they are, just burst out of this spiritual reflection of this hotel you guys are staying in. But the rifle and Grania are both free of the taint now.
I mean,
Can
at least
I-
of that one, anyways.
Yeah. Can I call out to one of the hate spirits? If I know what it is.
You can try. Give me a.
I've got spirit speech.
Yep. Give me a charisma and expression. Diff 6.
Yeah, and Mordecai's going to evaluate how dangerous this just became with looking at the spirits in particular, of how many of them are about to do something terrible.
Most of them look like, honestly, the one you would be more worried about is the one that rocketed into the building.
Yeah.
Because that one was specifically a worm taint spirit, but
Yep.
that one looks like it's going into some sort of torpor or hiding, or it
She's
got
gonna-
scared and it is headed for cover. The rest of them are basically what happens effectively if you hit a rotting corpse with a golf club.
Yeah.
Flies
and
go
so-
everywhere, but they usually don't attack. They're just
Right.
they're
Yeah.
startled.
But with
What the fuck is wrong with you, die roller?
with the one that it looks like it's trying to go hide, is that a problem they should take care of, is what she's going to be looking for. Like, is this going to be dangerous for someone else if they leave it, or should they be doing something to it, with it, etc.? Evaluating.
Give me a intelligence and occult diff 6.
Intelligence, not wits.
This is more of a tactical analysis,
Okay.
I think. So I would say intelligence on that.
Her wits specialty is spirit vibe check.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need to vibe check this spirit. It's a worm
Okay.
spirit. Yeah.
Okay.
mhm.
So intelligence and what? Intelligence and occult. yeah?
Intelligence and occult diff 6. Yep.
I still have it at 8. Okay. Ooh, good job. 0 successes.
Yep. it's a minor worm spirit. You could it's like an exterminator being like, all right, should I kill every single cockroach or
Would pigeon pattern apply?
not
What
in
she's
this
seen
case? No.
before? Okay.
Mm-mm. No.
That would be one.
Yeah, no. This
okay.
is a brand new kind of circumstance for Morning.
Okay. So, yeah.
It's a minor worm spirit, Gaffling, which is kind of the lowest rank, lowest power.
Okay.
So it's not great having one around, but it's the equivalent of having a rat that lives in your crawl space, you know?
Which some people would definitely take care of.
Right, which some people would definitely take care of. And some people are like, look, I don't feel like calling somebody, you know, kind of thing. So, and right now you are also aware that it is very late at night. And if you guys are going to do anything tomorrow, rest would be very helpful for everybody to have.
Yeah, no, just in terms of allocation of resources. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I botched.
Yep. Yeah. You try it. They're gone.
Oh, what was it? Oh, I still can't hear you.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You gotta say it loud.
Yeah.
Or move that mic a little closer if you can.
It's as close.
It's as close as it can
get.
Yeah.
Unless I lean over all the time like this, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, your right is complete.
Oh, well, feels a little bit like something crawling in my skin and more like a pain in the ass. So, thank you, Alex. I appreciate it.
All right. Back on the real side, are there any conversations that are happening before bed?
Yeah. So over the totem phone, Ingvar will say, because Aiden is across the room, is in a different room. We should probably figure out how exactly we plan to tackle dealing with Bloodsbane and her entire disposition.
Right. I have ideas and I have plans.
Any ideas that we might be able to help with?
Yeah, I'm hoping that, well, maybe. To be honest, I am kind of hoping to use you, Dakota, to kind of open up. Nobody can be mad at you for very long.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Well, you have a way of getting people to open up. And what I'm hoping for is that you can start to open that up in a way that allows, if not me, other people in the pack, you, Ingvar, Alex, to start to get her to see reason and get her in a way that it can't, if we just tackle it head on. This is the trick of it. And this is the trick of dealing with people who have very strong mindsets on things. The more we frontal assault this, the harder it's going to be. And given enough time, I can make somebody, I can get around someone's defenses. That's not, we don't have that level of time. So we need somebody to get those defenses down and maybe make something that makes her think that this kind of thing is her idea.
Do you want me to go into her dreams?
There's literally that long of silence. Oh, you can do that.
I can do that now.
Now, okay.
Wait, what?
I can go into someone's dreams.
Yes.
Okay.
So much, yeah. Sal, I think you're about to say something that's going to make me want to come over there.
So what
Please
you got to
don't.
know is the thing with the snowman was not what it looked like.
I don't think that means she's been in your dreams. That means she can go into dreams.
I knew that. That was a joke.
I was looking
That
really
was
confused.
not a
next to
joke. That
Sal.
was so not a joke. But that's okay.
I want
Yeah.
to know.
If you can do that, that would be fucking amazing. So
You want me to do it tonight?
I'm coming up with an idea. Okay, we have a day set for us tomorrow.
We do. There's a few things we could use to get accomplished during it.
Yes. We want to get some of those. We want to get those fetishes. She can't be there for that.
No.
She can't know about it. As much as I want to be open and honest with absolutely everything, that's not the place we're at with the woman who is probably in some level rooting for us to fail, even though she doesn't realize it's against her betterment that we don't fail. And I mean, Ingvar, you're gonna know what happens if she's around when we pick up some fetishes.
Yes, there's the distribution of spoils is a thing the Get are very particular about.
She's in charge. She is first. The first gets the greatest of spoils. Go to you know.
Yes. There's also,
but after
this pack could really use some more training in general. We've been lax in that for a while.
Not horribly long, but yes. No, we need to work together. I don't think we're horribly lax in training specifically because it's only been a week since I think the last time we did it in Denver or in Vegas. I know it feels like it's been like several weeks, like 8 or 9
like
or
like
12 or 13.
Years.
But
it's like it's been several years.
Either way, especially with new members of the pack,
exactly.
A training session will help everyone start to cohere.
We need to start getting along. Ricardo, can you put it in can you put it in Isabel's head, the idea that she wants to come check on us at, and I'm just going to give let's say an hour early. We have till 8. She just shows up at like 7.
For the whole 24-hour thing?
That'll give us time to get the fucking fetishes.
Okay, sure.
And then give us time to start getting in some actual training.
So then I do need to get into her dreams tonight.
You need to get in her dreams tonight if you can.
Okay, yeah, I can try.
It'll make sense to her to show up early just to catch it, see if she's going to catch us unawares.
That should be really easy to do, I think.
That would be fantastic.
Okay. I will try it tonight. I've never done it before, so we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Don't worry about it. If it doesn't go quite right, it's still a good idea and we can get her there regardless, but this would be ideal.
Okay.
Awesome.
She turns to Sal. What's going on in your dreams?
I mean, cool stuff all the time. All good. Lots of driving, cool cars, real fast. That's pretty much it.
And snowmen, apparently.
Past some snowmen. I just, sometimes it's winter. I like snow. What has been Dakota's reaction to advertisements on television? I know Sal and Dakota have watched TV here and there.
She loves them. She thinks they're fantastic, and she basically wants every product.
Okay. So Sal says, a quick change of subject is like, hey, Dakota, you know how you love that the little movies like about the gum with the good songs and stuff like that?
Mhm.
Do you think you could do something like that in people's dreams?
No. No.
I could try.
That
we
would
trying-
be
Are
great.
we trying to sell someone on something?
Yeah, I figured maybe we could come up with like a little song about Glam Bro, you know. And
Just
then you
realized this one.
you love them so much. And then I thought, you know, maybe we could just anytime we're around, we got a little downtime, you know, kind of we come up with a real fun song and we could put it out. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be great.
Oh, jeez. So you suggest this, and Dakota's eyes just light up.
No.
Are you suggesting dream advertising your weird muscle products to random passersby?
Xena gets it. There we go.
I think that's a brilliant idea. Let's
I
get through
think-
this first.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
Dakota, do you have any dots in law?
I've won.
I want you to roll me intelligence and law difficulty 4.
Okay.
How many ways does that break the litany?
I mean, like the litany, that's I don't think that's litany. That's just
No,
more like,
Litany don't give a shit about humans.
One success.
Yes, it does.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
The
Under certain
veil
interpretations.
shall
Shall
not
not
be
be
That's
broken.
fair. No,
lifted.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That is
If you start doing dream marketing to mortals, that is a blatant and severe violation of the litany. The only
Oh.
people you could get away with this on is other werewolves.
Yeah, I was.
Oh
gonna
no,
say-
that makes sense. Okay, so in Dakota's mind, she didn't even realize he was talking about mortals. Okay.
So
I mean, he was. Let's be fair. He wasn't talking about targeted advertisement.
well, yeah. And Sal probably doesn't know enough about the Dreamspeak gift to know that it can't not be targeted.
Oh yeah, so I can't do that.
Oh. Well, okay. I tell you what. We got one thing to get through, but then maybe it'd be fun if we spend some time talking about maybe why you could.
I can't. It's against the rules.
Well, which rules specifically? Like
But if you want me to like actually advertise for you in real life, I can do that.
that, I like that too. All right, let's. Is it against the rules for like everybody or just certain people?
I'm gonna say everybody
Can
try
I?
to advertise to mortals.
I'm assuming this is an in-person conversation.
I
Oh,
think it has.
hell
been.
yes.
I mean,
think it has been.
Ingvar's there. She's in the
Ingvar's there.
room.
Ingvar's there for sure. But
Mhm.
can I make the same role? What was it?
Do you have any
law-
dots in law?
I'm sorry. Yes, it's all Rico related, but yes, yes.
Okay.
dots in law.
If you've got dots in law, yeah. Mhm.
I guess
In-
I should be fair and ask.
Intelligence
and
and law difficulty 4.
I am 100% with the idea, with the answer being too thick, but we rented the shittiest motel rooms as possible.
There's a room
How
between
thin are
us.
the walls?
There's a room between us.
There's
Okay.
a room between you guys. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
One success.
One success.
Yeah.
You know that if somebody did dream marketing to mortals, they would have you up in front of every that would make Aiden's trial look like it was a 5-week marathon. You would be convicted, sentenced, and really, really significantly punished probably by any sept that gave a shit about anything if they found out you were doing that to mortals. Other
To other guru.
Other guru? Meh.
Wait,
That's
and
not-
vampires. You almost said vampires.
I almost said vampires, but I didn't say vampires.
Well, no.
Um,
would they care if you market it? I mean, other than the fact that you're dealing with worm spawn and
Right.
not combating them, like different part of the litany.
Different part of the list.
Brought to you by the same people who brought you Glam Bro. Swole Cave In.
I'm so angry with you right now.
See, the problem is
Um,
like the vampires would be significantly more interested in who it was sending messages into their brain than in the product.
All right. Good point. But no reason we can't do it to other guru, right?
What guru are you going to sell on this
I
product?
think that'd be
You know,
interesting.
I'm just spitballing here. Maybe it's not this specific product. Maybe we come up with another one. Anyway, just lots of ideas. This is
Yes,
great.
you can
This is good.
theoretically market to guru with your dream magic, but what would you market them for?
That's it. That's now you're thinking, Xena. That's the question. Okay, just as kind of an experiment thing. I know we got this other project, but Dakota, what's your favorite ad?
I'm sorry, her favorite what?
Ad jingle.
I'm trying to remember commercials. Uh,
The only one that comes to my mind as William is like a good neighbor, State Farm.
I know.
If I may suggest, this might be funnier if you don't answer. Like we fade away from this scene at this point. If you don't answer, and I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you a whisper.
CreditReport.com. Call your neighbor, call your friend, call your mom.
But then later, we still need to do actual dream speaking.
Or dream advertising.
Exactly.
No ads.
So
No ad break.
we're going to hand wave a bit here. People eventually get back from the Umbra.
Oh, I still need the stats for the sniper rifle, by the way. Check.
Standard rifle that's there, damage 8. You can find those on page
Yeah, is it the rifle that's in the
303.
rules? All right, cool.
Yep. It's the same as the Remington M700 that's listed in the W20 book. But people get back. Do we have anything besides Dakota's dream speak that needs to happen before people wake up the next morning? Yep. All right. So after 20 minutes or so of Marketing 101 workshopping with Sal Marraro, eventually people get sleep. And Dakota, you are given the opportunity to try and enter Isabel Bloodsbane Brandt's dreams.
You put too many B's in her name.
I didn't name her. Yeah,
Jeremy put too many B's in the name.
I did not. I did not put enough.
Let's about blood blame blah. You're going to be rolling wits and empathy, difficulty 8.
Okay.
For each success you get, you can implant one simple concept into the dream.
Want to spend willpower on this?
I really want to see you get like a ridiculous number of successes,
want-
and then Dakota just goes wild with it.
Wanna share
Planted ideas.
Power.
I should have spent willpower. Can I still spend willpower on this?
I'll let you retroactively spend a willpower for a
Okay.
success. Yes.
Okay, I will spend a willpower on this.
Okay. So what is the one simple concept that you're going to try and get nestled into Isabel's brain while she sleeps?
That she should be a little more hands-on with our group. And perhaps personally keep a closer eye, make sure we're doing what we should do. Wait for this to blow up in our faces.
Okay.
You're gonna be there first thing in the morning.
I know.
I was about to say
I know.
you were told
That's-
to get her there
that's
by
perfect.
7, but
That's perfectly fine. That is a perfectly legitimate kind of abstract concept to try and put in her
Sorry,
mind.
I'm thinking some stuff. I can't talk.
Which
Is
means
she allowed to add a jingle at the end of this?
No.
Unfortunately, with only one success, no.
Oh,
Sorry,
damn it.
next time. Next
I
time.
mean,
do it.
if you did, that would at least allow Aiden to blame Sal again.
Come on.
Loving
Come on, Jack.
With more successes, there would have been an allowance for another simple concept.
Can I spend a willpower?
No, you may not. You are not a Galliard. You are not involved in this process.
This is
Self-inception's
going
into
to
Dakota's mind.
guarantee that Isabel ends up following us on this fetish hunting trip.
Legitimately, that just means that we don't get fetishes today.
She is doing what Aiden told her to do.
She is. She absolutely is.
Remember what I said earlier about how this is the most complicated plan, the most convoluted plan we've come up with in a while?
It'll collapse in on itself. Don't worry.
It's
That's how
already
they
started.
go.
It's not that convoluted.
We're gonna get her
Okay.
to show up early, so we're gonna go into her dream and convince her that she thought of the idea of showing up early to a training session she doesn't know about.
Well, it's hard to get somebody to show up early to a training session while they think it's their idea if you actively contact them directly about it. All right. So that is taken care of, and the impulse is dropped, and she has a reaction.
Okay, we're ready.
And that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be picking up when we get back with everybody waking up in the morning.
As-
All right. We will be when
When we
If you're
take our
watching
break, you take
live,
your break. So
my brain just sort of shut down there. If you're watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. Remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. A dinosaur story.
I need to figure out a way to stop you from saying that.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'll be impressed.
The only one that I found is showing up randomly during break when I wasn't there before. That's the only time I've surprised him out of it.
What we need to do is one of us needs to get dream speak.
I welcome your presence in my dreams, Jeremy.
Yeah, I tried that once. I really don't recommend it.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, everybody wakes up the next morning and has a willpower point.
Hey.
Hey.
Get me back that one.
Only one. It's your only one for the rest of the campaign. Deal with it. No.
That's a lie. I have a gift.
There's
I was just gonna say,
there's
yeah.
only a few episodes left. It's fine.
I was just say the revelation that today is the last day.
Oh, I'm gonna at some point I'm safely in the room. I'm gonna turn into Lupus and back to Hamid to get rid of my over rage.
Okay. Just do some shifting reps.
Exercise it out.
You know what? Actually, probably because we're a little cramped for space. Dakota sleeps as a wolf, right?
No.
No? Okay.
Mordecai does.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the person
All right,
who,
yeah,
that's the
then
Lupus
I'll
that sleeps
just-
like a wolf.
All right. I'll just shift back and forth.
Okay. Pop, 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 pop. Back down to normal rage. Okay.
I mean,
Do all
that's
the-
7, so still not.
So he's calm
Right.
for a werewolf.
For somebody who has,
7 rage.
I
I'm
sympathize.
not yelling about car paperwork anymore.
We still make people walk to the other side of the street
on the regular.
through
So-
traffic.
You awaken. What's the first order of business?
Can you with our meditation rolls? Is it 1 gnosis per success?
1 gnosis per success as long as you spend that many hours meditating.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool.
So while everyone in my room is meditating, I'm going to go outside for a smoke.
Okay. For 3 hours.
Hey, I'm not going
Don't
to stay.
think I haven't done it.
I'm not going to stay in there while they ohm for 3 hours.
I seriously doubt Mordecai ohms while meditating.
She does not. She
seriously-
makes no sound
Do you
whatsoever.
Do you doubt that Alex and Aiden don't?
Alex is trying all of the things. All of them. None of them are working. This is frustrating.
Alex is having a rough time.
Yeah.
So a few hours are burnt meditating in the morning. But it's probably 10-ish, 11-ish or so by the time everybody's gotten more or less a full rest and finished their meditation. All right, Alpha, what we got?
Hold on. I need to do the roll. Now, to be clear here, because I believe this is the way it is in I believe this is accurate, but your system, meditation is a skill, right? Not a knowledge.
It is a knowledge. You have to have a dot in enigmas at least in order to do meditation.
Oh, good. I did get a dot of enigmas. There actually is a meditation skill, is the reason that I asked.
Gotcha.
It's not on the sheet, but
Right.
there's a secondary established skill. That's okay. I do have enigmas. And it's wits enigmas, right?
Yes, wits enigmas difficulty 8 if you're wanting to get in on the meditation.
Yeah, because I only
junket.
have one fucking gnosis. So.
Okay, yeah, it'd be good to have a little more of that.
Why?
Ouch.
Fucking
Welcome.
why?
Join me. It's because I make
That is-
noise. I'm
Yeah,
So
I was
what does a double botch at a meditation roll look like for Aiden?
I'm over rage.
I mean, that's fair.
You-
So does
Find
he just
your
sit,
calm. No, I did not.
Angry
sit down for
Zen
about
master.
5 minutes and you're
This is
just...
we are in a high stress
Hang on.
situation.
Mhm.
Hang
Ever
on.
been in
I'm
one of those
trying to-
places where you try to do something that's going to take you a little while and you can tell within the first 5 minutes that it is not going
But
to
you're
happen?
still forcing your way through it. Yes, yes.
You don't have to spend
100%.
the number of hours if you don't want. But
No,
yes.
I don't. I give
Right.
up at a certain point. I am trying to deal with being an alpha with an alpha and having 2 ragabashes and Everybody's angry at everything for one reason or another. Yes, I now have hate rage.
You start getting
And now there's a
texts from
whole ass
Sal.
city that you'll be dead if you step inside too.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna put
You
this.
start getting texts from Sal about 2 hours in.
I'm just gonna put this in the Slack channel. This is Aiden attempting to meditate.
I feel like we are in a shitty enough a part of town that a bullet going through the walls won't even get a police call.
There's a room between us and them.
I don't know if there's anyone in it.
Would that stop him? Probably.
So with some people succeeding with a meditative process and some people just not.
However, I am also going to roll for strength of purpose.
Okay.
That'll get me hopefully a little more
Strength of porpoise.
willpower back.
Strength of porpoise.
You're not playing a Rokia game.
How strong is your porpoise?
These porpoises are so strong.
Well, no, we're not playing a Rokea game.
Yeah,
We wouldn't be
no,
porpoises at that point.
No, we'd be fighting them.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are the people that you
What
fight.
is the strength of the porpoises that you have to fight? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Because everybody knows that dolphins are the serial killers of the sea.
Yes, they are.
They're the ones that are smart enough.
Sorry, I have feelings.
I mean, orcas are actually like in the Dolphinidae family, so
Mhm. Yeah, but they usually are not quite as cheerfully sadistic with their prey as dolphins are.
Yes, they
They
are.
don't call them
usually.
manslaughter whales.
Orcas uppercut seals
You know what?
to the moon.
You know what?
for fun.
For fun.
I'm going to use that extra rage point
Okay.
to shift to Krynos, so I'm rolling much better on my stamina rituals roll. I just realized.
Okay.
Hey.
See, botching your meditation roll can be good for you.
Only when you have a specific
Somewhere
thing that lets
more
you
to
use your
go.
stamina to ritual.
What? There, that's much better.
There you go.
2 willpower back, and then I standard bean Hamid go back to
I
Hamid.
do like the
Yep.
idea of a Rokea game, like an orca just showing up out of nowhere and uppercutting a Rokea to the moon. Just
Hey, look, I'm full of willpower.
Okay.
Still only have 1 fucking gnosis though.
So Alpha, where are we headed? What's the plan? You've been given the
Get
names of
everybody
4
together.
spirits.
Yep. What were the spirits again?
So
Were
there
they
were
Shark
2
Summer, Hollow, Electric Black,
and Ice Cream Man.
Bighorn, Earth, Cougar, and a Bobcat. With the options.
Yep.
were specifically.
2 of them apparently have more defensive fetishes, and 2 of them have more offensive fetishes.
we are
Bighorn and
real
Earth.
good with offense and being offensive. So
I could always use.
yeah,
more
one of the
offense.
defensive ones to start.
Okay. So you've got a spirit of Bighorn named Stones That Climb Stones, and you've got a spirit of Earth named Flesh of the Living Mother.
Yeah, Flesh of the Living Mother. That's where
Okay.
we're gonna begin.
All right.
The most child of Gaia choice there.
Okay. So is Mordecai getting tapped to pull everybody
Yeah,
across?
so,
or?
all right. We're gonna go try to find Flesh of the Living Mother. Marco, can you take us over?
Drop
Or should
off.
we let's get out of this immediate vicinity. If I'm assuming that you guys communicated what's in this vicinity on the other side.
I
was like,
will
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
a
say, yeah.
drop off.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So yeah, then let's head out of let's head at least to the border of the city then. Get closer to where we're going to be searching.
Also means that we don't have to leave our cars in a creepy old motel parking lot.
There. just at the side of the road next to a forest.
You know, if we pull up into a forest and go camping, they're a lot safer there than here.
You're not wrong. All right, and we head
Go
out.
Hatters.
Okay. Closest place that would probably have a lower gauntlet would be North Table Mountain Park, which is maybe a 10-minute drive outside Golden.
Perfect.
It's a government green space, so you're able to find a place to park, hike into some brush so that you're out of view of anybody who might be wandering past, and do some spirit guru shit.
See if she can
Yarp.
get her. All right. Well, at least she's got her goggles this time.
Okay.
Mirror goggles. Whee.
Gauntlet here is usually 6, so you'll be rolling Gnosis difficulty 4.
She botches. No, 2 successes.
All right. Only a couple seconds pulling everybody through the gauntlet. And you step out onto the other side.
Would be absolutely perfect if at some point just the whole pack gets stuck in the Umbra.
Right.
Oh
just
yeah, no, like
Mm.
I'd be waiting for it, but her gnosis is now like 6.
Right.
So it would have to
the
be
probability keeps going down. but
down.
yeah.
Yeah, and she has her glasses. So yeah, well, it would have to be like when if we were trying to maybe go somewhere where it would be like, the gauntlet's like 10, and it's like you can do it, Mordecai. Oh dear.
You can always just get very unlucky. It has
Yeah.
happened.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
As far
Just
as
one of
I'm
those like
concerned,
she's just
with
she's
yeah.
got a lot of successes set up already.
as far as I'm
All right.
concerned with my dice history, more dice just means more chances at once.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's failed a couple
Absolutely.
things that she should not have failed.
Okay. So, how are you guys going to find a particular spirit for whom you only have the name?
Well, first, I'm going to make a willpower roll to see if I can change right now, because there's silver around me.
I am.
That a spirit like this is probably going to be in mountains, right? Or something like that. Maybe? I don't know. Is there a roll I can make to like kind of guess
Guess
on
about
things,
environments
or-
and stuff like that?
Or guess
Um,
about like where a spirit with that kind of name and general description would be. Yeah, Mordecai would probably do doing the same thing.
Mordecai, as the theurge and somebody who has roved these mountains for your entire life,
Yeah.
if you have a name, you ask people.
Yeah.
But with one, oh no,
where would she know to go asking for
That's just me. seeing if I can
Optimal,
change.
yeah.
Aiden's
You're-
gonna ask really quick.
okay.
I know right of the questing stone can find people. Morocco, can it find spirits? They're not us, but they're sentient individuals.
it says locate a person or an object.
I mean, I could give it a call.
I'll say, yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't sound
That, yeah, how are you reading that, Jack, for the right of the questing stone? Can she use it on a spirit because it says person or an object. It doesn't say spirit. It does say person or object. And there are specific things that are like literally to locate a spirit or call a spirit. And Mordecai definitely doesn't
Yeah,
have those.
Yeah, no, right of the questing stone, person or object, yes. Spirits don't really qualify as people.
And I think it would be complicated even with the concept of like in the Umbra as well, since it's a
Mhm.
reflection.
Yeah.
What is its willpower? Which one are we looking for first? Skin of the mother.
Yeah.
Flesh of the
Flesh
living.
of
Flesh
the
of
living
living.
mother.
Yeah.
Flesh living. What is its willpower?
Its willpower is 10.
Jesus. Okay.
I mean,
It's an earth
I was
elemental.
about to say it's Earth. It's all
Powerful
willpower.
fucking spirit.
It's
All
all
right.
will
Well,
all try.
Okay. Sal is still in the background looking through a guy's phone book. I'm gonna see if I
Oh,
can
this
find
thing
it.
doesn't have a phone number.
No, it does. That's how Guy's phone book works.
No. Your storyteller is telling you this thing doesn't have a phone number. Gaia's phone book does not work for everything.
You tried to call
This
the
one in
spirit
particular.
of Gaia, and there's no number.
I'd like to talk to
I'm gonna
God,
go back to
please.
character creation and speak to the manager and see if I can get some points back.
I know. Gaia's phone book is good, but it doesn't call everything. It's specifically in the text there.
Yeah. So what would Mordecai know of like where would she start? Because she's not unaccustomed to tracking spirits down the long way. That's how she usually does it. So
Mhm.
where would she know to start for this kind of specific?
You would look for local earth spirits that are nearby.
Yeah.
Yep. And see if you can communicate with them.
Okay. And would she be able to find those from here?
Yeah. No. If you're just looking around, perception and survival, difficulty 6, you're in a pretty friendly territory to these.
Perception and survival difficulty 6.
Meanwhile, I have
And
successfully
with
shifted into Krynos.
perception, would Elphi's specialty apply?
Yes. Yep.
4 successes.
4 successes. You're able to find a small earth spirit that is fairly friendly.
So Aiden asks her if she can use the Rite of the Questing Stone out loud.
Yes.
Okay. Mordecai will say, no, but I can use a spirit to find a spirit. And she'll point towards the little earth spirit. I will ask.
Works for me.
So she's going to approach that earth spirit and try to communicate what she's looking for, which is that she wants to know if it knows the name. Okay, so let's see. And she wants to know the location. Is that a possible thing to ask without having to?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she'd be trying to do this in a way that would be like get the most information for the least amount of effort, or sacrificing her gnosis to get it. How much can she do that? Let's see. But it would just be in its best interest to send them on their way.
Yeah. As far as that goes, you can give me. Would you be trying to? You're bargaining. You're not trying to intimidate.
I don't think she usually intimidates spirits. No, she's going to try to bargain first.
Okay.
Of seeing if she can like give it information in exchange for information, or give it some sort of like
either manipulation expression or manipulation etiquette. Or sorry, no, not etiquette, occult.
Oh, manipulation and occult for sure.
Okay. Difficulty 7.
Which is accurate for how she'd be doing this anyway. Manipulation, occult. 3 successes.
3 successes. After a little bit of back and forth, you're told that this spirit resides on the umbral side near a place called Centennial Cone in the real world, which is about about 11 miles west and slightly south of where you're at.
Wait, you said, okay. Yeah, she's going to repeat that out to Aiden. I mean, out loud in general, but she's obviously directing
about
it to
8 miles.
Aiden.
Excuse me, about 8 miles. Yep.
8
Of the-
miles from
where you guys are currently located.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. Let's do it.
And they're traveling in the Umbra, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Mordecai's going to shift immediately into Lupus then.
Aiden
Krynos.
goes Krynos.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Once
Shift to
again,
Krynos.
Granya's in her rarely viewed wrong wolf Krynos form, or wrong fox Krynos form.
Wrong fox.
Dakota will shift to Lupus.
We'll spend a willpower on this.
just as muscled as anyone else, but like her arms and legs are a little bit longer than everyone else's.
Two. And then I will not spend a willpower from here.
Have we all described our Krynos forms to our new pack members yet?
I think
Feel like yes.
everybody has.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think.
I don't know if we've. I don't personally know what Moriko's Krynos form looks like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't. I think Moriko's only shifted into Krynos
Yeah.
once, and only in front of. I think.
And
I think the only person
know-
who saw it was either Ingvar and maybe Dakota before she ran out.
And
She has not been in Krynos significantly. I think it was just the one time when she shifted into Krynos to carry Sal out. So Sal might have a vague recollection. Ingvar definitely would have known,
And I
but
think the only people that have seen Granya's Krynos form is Aiden and Alex.
Yeah. I think Aiden has seen Mirko because Aiden came up right at when you were carrying Sal, if I remember correctly.
no, they went straight out of the building. No, Aiden was in the car at the time, doing the with Alex.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because they ran out, Mordecai ran up. The only people in that room at any point in time were Dakota, Ingvar,
Were you not
and
in,
Sal.
were you not in Krynos when there was the whole need to dive into the fire to get stuff?
No, she had already shifted back into things. No,
Okay,
she doesn't. She
got
doesn't
it.
stay in Krynos
Gotcha.
basically ever. Most of the things that she would need to do are not in Krynos and not in because her manipulation goes down, and that's dangerous for her
So yeah.
since
I
most of her
guess
stuff relies on high manipulation.
for people that
Was
haven't-
Sal conscious at all during that period?
So we had you sort of in and out. So
Yeah,
that we
I,
didn't
like,
have
I
to do-
wasn't here that time,
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
And so
But if if
you
Sal
had it
would've-
be
yeah.
you had it be that by request if we could have Sal kind of just out of it so that he wouldn't have had to not respond to
Yeah.
certain things like Dakota. So he was probably fairly out of it, and he was basically dead at the time.
Yeah,
So-
he probably hasn't seen it, or at least doesn't remember.
Doesn't remember it. Yeah, she just might remember it vaguely. Yeah, Ingvar would definitely not be impressed by it. Let's put it that way.
Hmm.
It's not an impressive looking Krynos form, that's for sure.
Yeah. So for those that haven't seen Moriko's Krynos form yet, which is most of you.
I don't think she shifted to Lupus though.
She shifted
so-
to Lupus.
Yeah,
She
mhm.
does not
She's
shift
not
to
in.
Krynos.
Grania. I meant to say
Granius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Granya's Krynos form. Yeah, she looks. It still has that same characteristics of what her lupus form looks like, which is I can't think of the name of it right now, but the
maned wolf.
maned wolf. Yeah, which looks like a
Mhm.
fox that went wrong. Like it's dark red fur, a more fox-like face than a wolf-like face, and with black furred arms and legs that are like twice as long as anyone else's. Basically, they're too long for it to be for what a normal wolf would look like. And yeah, so she's the same height proportionally. It's just everything's sort of like stretched out and squished in. When she transforms, basically all of her clothes except for her boots grow in size, and her weapons do too. So she's just bigger with giant guns.
All right. So you guys are headed out through the Umbra.
Yep.
All right. Stamina and athletics, just to see how well you guys make progress. If your athletics is lower, you can also do stamina and survival. Standard difficulty for both of these.
Does athletics and survival the same for me? Does unbreakable for
Yeah.
stamina apply?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. If you've got specialties that way. Anybody else have specialties questions?
I mean, endurance, but I assume that applies.
Yeah. Endurance definitely applies.
Okay, hold on. So stamina, athletics,
What was
difficulty,
What was the diff?
standard.
Six, it looks
Standard
like.
difficulty, book 6. Or
Yeah,
diff 6.
I tried to do that as a whisper, and because I guess I hit enter within the thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, it's all good.
My bad. I did
Yep.
not intend to clog everybody's general with that.
It
I'm
wins
sorry,
around
what is this
language.
roll?
Oh wait, sorry, that was the wrong roll for me. That was alertness, not athletics. Let me try that again.
Stamina athletics.
What's the difficulty?
6.
Same.
5 successes.
7 successes from Ingvar.
Oh,
Four.
yeah.
4.
Mordecai's 4 as well.
Okay.
3.
3. Yep.
3.
And 3. Okay. Yeah. No. With multiple successes from everybody, you guys make pretty good time. Oh wait. What did Aiden get?
Holding up a
Less
0.
more than a botch, but less than 1.
Interesting.
A weak link.
I do appreciate that.
So you guys all take off at a dog trot across the Umbra. Aiden twists his ankle.
I mean, it makes sense.
In
This is the
Krynos
dude
form.
who's not
In
used to
Krynos
being-
form. Yep. Aiden, I want you to spend a rage.
Does he heal immediately?
And
Yep. You drop a rage as you just force through the pain and catch up with everybody else. But you're having to burn your energy in order to keep going.
It's
It
fine.
does heal during the process, of course, after a few minutes. But in order to keep up and not drag the rest of the pack down.
it's fine. It's fine.
Mm.
Again, I laid a pack with 2 Ragabashes. I will get that rage back. Very
Most
soon.
likely. Yeah. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
These 2 Ragabashes in particular.
You doing okay back there, boss?
Shut up!
No, looking real graceful.
Shut. Can I
I'm
have
sorry,
my
I
rage
forgot,
back?
I forgot
No.
we were in Krynos. Looking real graceful.
You'll
Come
get
on,
it
boy.
back eventually. It's
I
starting.
can get
It's
you a little
starting.
backpack. You can
it's-
ride on the back like
it's start-
Yoda.
it's
What do
starting
you
to
say,
pull.
boss?
You want to borrow my frog?
Yeah, come on, get in the frog, boss.
I will
You need
beat
help,
you
Aiden.
all fucking senseless.
You
From
won't
the-
beat us in a race, that's for sure. Come on.
From the front of the pack, just up right next to Ingvar. It's like, Ingvar and I could drag you along behind on a sled if you want.
Murder!
Is that enough for a rage?
Not quite, but you're getting there.
Ingvar, who is like cleared several dozen feet ahead of the rest of the group, is like standing on a hill, looking at the next drop down in elevation. Just looks back.
Hey, I got an exceptional success too.
We've got a ways to go.
Okay. But you traverse the 8-ish miles or so and arrive at a location that was indicated to you by the Earth Spirit near Table Rock.
The entire way,
Mhm.
Sal is pointing out like extremely obvious trip hazards to Aiden. Hey, like, oh, hey, boss, don't trip over that huge tree. Or watch out for that big rock there.
And
You know,
the
fucking
slope
what?
begins to rise. Whereas in reality, Mordecai would probably know, Centennial Cone is covered by a significant amount of plant growth and stuff. Here, it is almost entirely bare rock. And under what passes for a celestial illumination in the Umbra, both the sun and that weird red star that kind of hangs in the sky there every time. And you can see cracked granite, nice and shale, just a mash of different rock types crushed together. And every so often, a little glint of crystal.
Don't trip over that crystal.
so as Aiden comes up,
Usually
like,
no bigger
I
than
assume
like
everybody
a
else
quarter
is just
or a
sort of
50 cent
sitting there
piece.
watching, and like 2 minutes later, Aiden shows up. Aiden's gonna come up, gasp for breath for a moment, and then I can't not. I'm sorry. I'm gonna use take away the land on Sal.
Okay.
There's no way I can't.
Yeah, Sal is 100% expecting this.
Well, sure.
Could while this is happening, could I potentially provide Aiden a bonus to this by looking over at Sal and going, "Hey Sal, how's your 3D vision working right now?" Just as the staff is coming in.
We'll see how it pans out.
We'll see how this pans out. Now, functionally, I should do pretty good with this, but me. That's pretty good. So it's defended with Dex Athletics difficulty 7.
Smooth move supply.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I have this exact roll already in my dice pool. I wonder why. I'm not going to spend willpower on it because I think Sal would think it's funny one way or the other. No.
Nice.
Hey, watch out for that, Sal.
He makes a big, production out of it. Like, whoa, 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 here I go.
It's.
I mean, okay.
Punctuated by the fact that go ahead.
I would be 100% for that, but with 3 extra successes, Aiden really just wants to be before Sal even realizes that he's on the fucking ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's you know what? That's fair.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the comedic commentary happens after the cloud of dust has already risen. But
careful, Sal. It's sort of steep and treacherous up here.
Did just Shawn Michaels sell it? Like after he hits the ground, he then kicks himself up and over his own head.
Yeah, greatest Sal moment in wrestling fucking history.
Just
slip and fall, slip and fall. Somebody get the cameras. Sal's yelling.
All right, is that where we need to go?
You've been told that Flesh of the Living Mother is buried near the top of this mountain.
We need to go up, Ingvar says, pointing to the peak.
2 seconds.
You can be okay.
I'm fine.
You don't.
Does anybody have science?
Yes.
Anybody have dots of science?
No.
I do.
You can make an intelligence science diff 7.
We all have things we need to work on. This is mine.
Do you need any help?
I'm good.
Okay.
Catch my breath.
Okay.
Is it chemistry?
No.
Okay.
Well, no.
Sorry.
Everything is
I
chemistry.
was going to say,
okay?
technically, if you break it down hard enough, everything is
I'm just
chemistry.
saying.
But no.
Enough entropy and decay.
Yeah, a bunch of cool rocks around here.
I did the thing again where I clicked my willpower and didn't say I was spending willpower.
Nope, you can't spend willpower to know something.
Well, yeah,
Harder.
that's fair.
I just really want to know.
Well, hard to remember it. You got to dig back into all that, rote memorization you did in school.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, hiking up the edge here.
Brad, I'm good now. Let's go.
Right. I'm going to need a Dex Athletics 6, both from Spider Fryer and Storm's Dawn.
Sorry, a what?
Dex and Athletics 6.
And I spent a willpower, so it's a 3.
Okay.
It is also a 3.
Right. So
Better.
you feel something hook your ankle and you just barely manage to not land on your face again.
Which one of you assholes?
Oh,
I don't say it. I don't say it.
Al is holding your foot.
Del doesn't, or Aiden doesn't say it. He assumes.
Sal apparently needed a hand up from his prone position.
Fair.
Or something. It's up to Sal.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like, oh, thanks, boss.
Here to help. That's what I do.
Coda's giving Sal a little bit of a glare right now.
I like that I don't even have to do anything.
Hold on a second. What do I have to spend? Okay. Sal will look at Dakota. Like, well, let me roll first.
I think in this hubbub, Ingvar's already working her way up the mountain.
Oh yeah, no, Mordecai's following behind Ingvar. There's
Remember, you're in Krynos, Sal, so you're going to lose some dice if you're going for manipulation.
Yeah, but I just it's not the it's the subterfuge that I get extra. Oh, I guess I do the dice mod here.
Yeah, you would have to do the dice mod there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Employing the gift.
It's a 4. Yeah. And Sal looks like total like puppy face, literal puppy face, because he's in Krynos. I said, "What? I just needed a little hand up."
Dakota will shoot puppy face back at him because she is an actual puppy mode.
Battle of the puppy face.
So you guys begin to climb. It's not too difficult. All of you are in Krynos or Lupus.
Yep.
So your claws can find pretty easy purchase on the rough stones here. And you've got enough strength and agility to make any leaps that you need in order to get to the next little ledge or handhold. Who's leading the way, would you think?
Ingvar.
Absolutely Ingvar.
Okay. Ingvar, give me a perception alertness, difficulty 8.
Not the worst. Can I spend willpower on this?
No, not for this one, actually.
Be reflexive, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Perception alertness, diff 8. Not bad. 2 successes.
Okay. You've been making your way up this mountainside. And every so often you'll grab a handhold and the rock will shift or crumble underneath, and you have to, maneuver yourself somewhat to grab something more stable. Your hand with claws reaches out and grabs onto one, and it shifts a bit, but in a weird way.
As in the stone of someone's face?
Or possibly it moves, but it doesn't like break away and start to fall.
Yeah.
It's more that it flexes, sort of, and then kind of stops, but it doesn't seem like it like ground against another sturdier piece of stone. It's just, this one moved.
We are literally here for an earth spirit. If it moves on its own, I am assuming that I've gotten somewhere.
Yep, that's probably a pretty safe assumption.
So Ingvar will like shift a handhold and climb and see what she just looked at or grabbed at.
As you do so, there's a rumble underneath, and part of the mountainside begins to slide away. Those of you that are climbing up behind can see, if you're looking up, the landscape start to morph and shift slightly. And a number of slabs of stone start to pile themselves up as this entity pulls away and begins to tower upward. Slowly but powerfully. And after about 5 minutes, so most of you have caught up by this point, there is just this massively kind of an inverted triangle sort of shape standing on the edge of this slope. You guys are at a level enough area that you can just kind of maybe grab a handout and lean, but you're not in danger necessarily of falling down a cliff or anything. This has been more of a scramble than a full climb. But it rises probably about 40 feet in the air above you.
Ingvar will bow respectfully.
Is it possible to bow how we're hanging off the side of this thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're not on this thing.
No,
and
like of the
by
mountain that we're
yeah, no, it's a steep slope, but it's very much a slope.
Okay.
You could dig
Okay.
your heels in and kind of lean back and sort of have a sit rest if you needed to. By the time it's finished towering, the rest of you are more or less assembled nearby if you kept your ascent going.
Over totem phone. I think we found her.
There's a grinding noise with a little bit of a rumble undercurrent to it. Those of you who have spirit speech can hear. You climb my element, children of the wolves. For what purpose?
All right. Mordecai will probably start talking almost immediately back.
Sal repeats that in English for those
Okay.
who have spirit speech.
What does Moriko say?
She's going to, because the correct etiquette, right, would be to introduce themselves.
Yep.
Yeah. So she's going to say, we are the Wings of the Mojave Pack. I am Mordecai, Fears to the Shadow Lords. This is my Alpha, Aiden, Philodox to the Children of Gaia. And she doesn't know why we're there. Does she know why they're there besides to get a fetish? Was that said out loud? Because she wasn't part of the conversation with the setup for it. Does she know exactly why they're looking for it, or does she just know that we're looking for it?
I feel like the whole fetish hunt was discussed in group.
Yeah, enough. Yeah, I think
enough that she.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I don't think she has the background. I think she just knows they're looking for a fetish, and I don't think she knows why. Okay. Yep. So yeah, she'll say why they're there. We're looking for a fetish that we believe is in your possession or something like that.
It's a long pause. This I have, but can you prove your worthiness?
How would you have us do so?
It is said by your king that a fight is how you know each other. I am willing to see if you are truly children of the earth in this way. Can you agree?
Mordecai will turn to the others. And
actually, before you do that, Mordecai, I'd like you to roll as the primary conversant here. I'd like you to roll intelligence and occult, difficulty 7.
Okay.
You did say kin or king?
King.
Okay.
And you said intelligence and occult?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think pitching pattern would apply. Yeah, 3 successes.
Do you think Moriko's talked to a lot of earth spirits before?
I mean, she's definitely talked to spirits around here. If they're definitely earth spirits, she's definitely talked to earth spirits.
Okay. Yeah, pigeon pattern would probably apply then.
Okay, well then that would be 5 successes.
There's something in the way the word translates as fight to your mind, but there is a nuance of meaning there where you are not expecting that this is going to be like something that's going to spill a lot of blood.
Not really claws and blades so much.
Yeah, more like a gladiator, show your skill out. Would she have gotten the sense that that this doesn't mean fight it or fight amongst ourselves? Like, would she know that if this is that?
That's a little more difficult to parse. You could ask for clarification.
She would ask for clarification. Then she would say, like, fight amongst ourselves or fight you.
It is the way of the earth that all things work together. But all forces have their opposites. You will fight that which draws us down.
Does she know what that means?
Sal just mouths to himself, gravity.
Yeah, no. Does she know what that means? It with the
Honestly, you
with,
think Sal has it.
yeah, that like so it's that they're thinking she's thinking that this is going to be a fight of a
Balance.
test against gravity
Mm-hmm.
is what she's going to get. Okay,
Hey
then
guys, we
she's going
gotta
to turn to
try defying gravity.
she's going to turn to the others and say, the name of this one is
Flesh of the living mother.
Flesh of the Living Mother is willing to trade the fetish if we can prove ourselves in a fight against. And she looks at Sal, looks at Aiden. Gravity is the most likely
Oh, I'm very
opponent.
good. Oh, I'm very good. At
I
defying
mean, that
gravity.
should be fine for us. Sal's defied gravity.
Yeah, that's why
for
she
a
looked at Sal.
exceptionally long period of time very recently.
I'm kind of a pro.
Oh, not again.
No, we're not getting thrown. We wish it would be that easy.
Do you wish to agree, or shall I try to renegotiate the terms?
I
I'm
don't know that we're going to get
I'm
much better
down.
terms than solve a challenge.
we are talking with an earth spirit. I'm going to assume that it's going to take any attempt to deal that down negatively.
We could offer other things, but if this is acceptable,
Is do
I
it.
will agree. All right. So she'll turn to the Flesh of the Living Mother, and she will say, "We accept your terms. What challenge will you have us do?"
Part of the thing rotates, and it doesn't really have a face. It's kind of this amorphous, but still somehow vaguely geometrical mass. But it twists a little bit to where you'd say that some of it is looking uphill and some of it is looking downhill. And a single rock, probably about the size of a hay bale, tilts up on one edge. It has been long since I caught the rain from the peak of this mountain. If you can move me there before this one comes to rest at the base, then I will know that the unity of your strata is strong, and that one of you is worthy to bear this armor.
Mordecai will relay that as closely as she can.
So basically, you guys have to drag this elemental up to the top of the mountain before the rock that it drops gets to the bottom.
Yep.
A stupid question, not Sal stupid, but Craig stupid. Can I put the shoes on the rock and
No,
have
you
that
can't.
do anything?
That's a good question, but no.
I wanna like look over at Moriko. Could you repeat exactly the phrasing?
No, that's what she tried to do. Like that was she did not summarize.
Granya's asking just again.
Yeah, no, and Mordecai will do it again. You'll notice that on the second repeat, some of the fancier words like strata have a significant pause before them, like she's trying to remember that word, but she does repeat it back.
So Jack,
she's still in her short-term memory.
Yeah.
In the rules laid out, just so I'm the player and clear, the objective is to get the elemental to the top before the rock rolls to the bottom.
Yep.
And that's all. That's all. The whole extent of the rules that have been set forth, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna look over at Ingvar and go catch.
Do I feel like that would be in poor spirit to just halt the boulder?
Yeah, I was like, would Mordecai know that as well? Like in terms of how you can get around, because I mean that's her kind of deal is manipulating things to her advantage. Would she know how well you can do that to a spirit without it actually just full on violating the agreement in a whole?
Give me intelligence and occult difficulty 6.
Both of us?
Yeah.
3 successes.
3 successes from Mordecai.
Might not be the one the spirit likes, but it's exactly the Ragabash answer.
Oh yeah,
One success.
1 success.
I mean, the thing is, like, these kinds of challenges are often to be solved like a riddle, so it might just be the thing to do.
Yeah,
This, however, is an earth spirit. They are very straightforward and they are inflexible in the extreme.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the intent of what's been determined is expected to be abided by under all circumstances.
Yeah, and Mordecai already agreed.
Will get you rejected out of hand.
Yep.
Yeah, Mordecai will speak up the moment Grania says it and say, no, I agreed to the terms. We have to follow them. Exactly. This is not a spirit we can trick. That will not gain us its favor.
I wasn't saying trick. This
Fair
one
enough.
person slows it down while the rest try to get him up.
No,
Yeah, I
that's
think
still tricking.
That's still tricking. Yeah, no. Mordecai will shake her head. No.
No, we just need to be concerted about this.
Yep.
So,
And unified.
And
it's
so
going to be a bit of heave and ho. Come on.
Yep. Which means Mordecai is going to try to shift to Krynos.
Okay.
That's important. 9 successes. She blinks and she's Krynos.
You've gone ultra Krynos.
Yeah, the thing to note about Mordecai's Krynos form is that it's a little bit similar to her wolf form, where she looks like the most standard NPC background windows timber wolf
killing machine.
Yeah, no, she looks so standard, so average that even in her Krynos form there is a level of, she just does not look like, if you put any other Krynos next to her, that you would look at that Krynos first. You'd assume that one is the background NPC character. Yep. Very, very, very much that kind of thing.
She's got cookie cutter, unassuming Krynos
form. Yeah. No, she actually still does not look even remotely impressive in Krynos form. She is like exactly average size for her general stature. She is averagely like proportioned. And the thing that's probably important to note is that she is as inexpressive in her Krynos form as she is in her Hamid form versus her lupus form.
Right.
Yeah, she's holding very still, probably even more so than her Hamid. So she's a rage monster with NPC energy, standing like a statue, like a normal person.
Yep.
It's fine.
Dakota's also going to shift to Krynos.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that?
That would be stamina and primal urge. What form are you in right now?
Lupus.
Difficulty 6. And you need at least 2 successes.
And if you don't have
2 successes.
Perfect.
Nice.
I'll say if you don't have your wolf form selected, you would want to, because it does affect your stat.
All right.
Make sure you in the forms tab, you select the form you need to be
so
in.
everybody make sure you're in, you've clicked on Krynos form.
Yeah.
Yep.
Under his breath, Sal is going, I really wish we had Will here with us for this one.
And all right. So the boulder begins to teeter. And then it goes.
Yep.
You guys will have 4 rounds to achieve a collective
90 successes.
50.
Ooh.
There are 7 of us.
On
There are 7 of you.
anything, or
50 successes using either strength and athletics or stamina and athletics.
Oh, stamina.
We'll use strength and
We're in
athletics. thank you.
Krynos,
Also
so we
strength
know
and
which
athletics.
one
You're
we're
in
using.
Krynos.
What is the difficulty?
Difficulty is 5.
Okay.
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 I'm assuming we're doing this one turn at a time, and you don't want to be pelted with like
Right. So I'm
28
going to
die
say,
rolls
so
and-
I'm just going to start going and I'll start adding shit up.
I am spending a willpower
Okay.
every round until we hit the top.
Okay.
Or until you're
Just stating that flat out.
Okay.
The
Starting
roll-
with Mara.
What's the roll again? It's
Either strength or stamina and
Okay.
athletics, difficulty 5. There are
Okay.
a lot of good footholds in this sort of thing, and you guys are most of the way up. You may spend a willpower on as many rolls as you want that you have willpower for.
all right. I'm doing strength and athletics.
Okay.
6 successes.
Was there willpower spent on that one or no?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Grania.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I use city running so that I don't have to worry about my footing at all? Would that give me any benefit?
Not really in this case, no.
Okay. I was just looking at my gifts and seeing if there's anything that might help.
Yeah,
with it.
no.
I-
By all means, look for gifts, anything you want that way.
City running, unless you have a thing that changes, it also specifically only works on urban landscapes.
Yes.
Does it only work
That
on
is
urban
primarily the
landscapes?
reason city running doesn't work here.
Never mind.
If I was one rank higher, I could use Might of Thor, but
I was one rank higher. I'd be at the same rank as the rest of you, except for Moriko.
Can I shoot it up the
Except-
hill? with a new trick?
Bang, bang,
Uh,
bang. Tommy's new trick, get this thing to the top.
So Tommy new tricks it into tiny little rocks, and then we shove it into the toad, and we drag the toad up.
There we go.
Look, if we
Now
can't
you're
catch the
thinking with-
boulder, I feel like
Also, the thing that we're moving is the earth elemental. So
Yeah.
I feel like maybe shooting it is a bad idea.
I feel like the moment that we start committing violence against the spirit is the point in which we lose the test.
okay. No, I don't think that works. All right, so yeah, just flat strength and athletics, I guess.
Okay.
Um,
Difficulty 5, and you can spend a willpower if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend willpower.
Spend 1. Okay.
Yeah, spending 1 willpower. Strength, athletics. Diff 5. Go.
6 successes for you as well. Oh, you spent willpower,
Sorry,
though,
yes,
right?
yes, 6 successes. Right.
This is emblematic of us already working together, right? Like
Yes,
we can't
mhm.
help each other. Then
No, everybody, right. Basically, this is all of you grabbing and dragging, more or less.
okay.
Aiden.
Yep. Hold on just half a second here. All right. And again, I'm
12 so
spending
far.
willpower.
Spending willpower, yep. Mhm.
Diff. That does say 5 in that fucked up little font, doesn't it? Okay, good. Look, 5 and 8 look very similar.
Yeah,
Ha!
8
successes.
successes.
Fuck you
Nice.
all.
That ankle does
That's-
not hurt nearly as much anymore.
So that's 20.
Yes, that is exactly 20 successes.
I really like the idea that we get up there and Spirit's like, whoa, wait, that was quick.
Keep rolling like this.
Look, the spirit just wants to get to the top of the hill for whatever reason.
it hasn't had the water up there in a long time. It's literally the parable from Holes.
Shawnee.
Um,
Come on.
all
Dave,
right,
Put your back in it.
I'll spend a willpower on this as well.
I don't suppose
Okay.
Might as well.
I don't suppose any of your gifts inspire us to roll better.
No, unfortunately. I'm assuming strength reserves is literally what this was made for.
Pretty much.
So that is 6 successes again.
6 successes. All right.
Halfway there.
Yep. Craig for Sal.
We can't spend rage to go twice or anything, right?
No, this isn't something where doing more actions in a round would be able
I
to.
love the idea though.
Just rage
Right.
carry.
Everybody spend rage. We've carried him twice this one round.
So I'm spending willpower.
Okay, spending willpower. Cool.
7.
7. All right.
And Sal takes a moment, reaches in, pulls out the umbraphone, and hits a button and starts pushing. And then coming out of the umbraphone while pushing is, "You got the eye of the tiger."
33.
Fantastic.
Oh, come on, there's so much better songs that could be cheesy.
Not for Sal.
Dakota
Okay, this is strength and athletics.
or stamina, if you prefer.
It's about climbing
Your strength is
up
going to
the
be
hill.
higher because you're in
I
Krynos.
was gonna say I want to go strength.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
5.
5.
And you can spend a willpower if you'd like.
I'm gonna trust the dice.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
2 successes.
2 successes.
35.
And Moriko.
6 successes.
40. Oh, sorry,
Spent a willpower. Or, oh,
No,
no,
because stamina has
stamina
endurance.
endurance. Yep, that
Yeah.
works. 6 successes.
Sal is the kind of guy who, if he had gone to college, would have had a Rocky poster on the wall of his dorm room.
Naturally.
Okay, no, that is absolutely fair.
So the boulder begins to end over end down the hill. Bounce, bounce, bounce. All of you just dig claws in, get shoulders locked, and you start scrumming this thing upwards. And by the time the boulder has gotten about a quarter of the way down the hill, you guys can see the peak. Back to Alex.
Second round.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah. This is where we all start breaking limbs.
4.
4 successes.
35.
Sen.
I'm spending another willpower.
Okay.
Five successes.
Boom, 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 boom. How does Grania want to plant this thing on top of the mountain?
As we're like sort of shouldering it up, I reach into my phone, spend a willpower, and use plug and play to switch that song to "Defying Gravity" from Wicked.
That's a much better song, but it's not one that Sal would think of in character.
Specifically,
Perfect. Yep.
right at the power belt. It's right as
Idina breaks out.
begins like just like breaking eardrums.
Yep.
And then just heave.
Right. And as you guys drag very quickly this elemental all the way to the top, it just collapses onto the peak in a scattering of stone. What was a 40-foot towering monolith of conglomerated pieces of rock just spreads itself down, kind of blanketing the summit of this mountain. And there's a rumble under your feet. Well done.
No problem.
The song's pretty good. Is this Adele Dazeem?
Nice.
I will punch you.
Punch him
Can you
twice.
get that
for me.
rage now?
Goddamn respect on an
The
icon's
urge
name. And yes, that's from Aiden. That's not from
gains
me.
this armor.
Oh dear. All right.
Is that a question or a statement? I don't know. We
Yeah,
That
I
was a
say-
question.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
was gonna
question.
say. Yeah, I was
Who
gonna say.
gains
I
the
was gonna say.
armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who gets? Yeah, she has to decide who gets the armor. Over totem phone. Aiden. Orders. But wants to know who gets the armor.
Be very useful to know exactly what it did first, but
Do you want me
you
to ask?
Yes, please ask.
All right. Before I know who is worthy of this armor? May I ask, what does it do?
It protects and makes you immovable.
All right, Martico will use those exact words back over the totem phone.
Whoever gets it, we gotta go back to Will and make another bet.
Shut up, Sal.
I think it's funny you think Will's not going to recognize it for what it is and tell us to fuck off. I mean, Regabashes, you guys tend to be very quick moving. You guys don't tend to be the kind that need to be immovable.
Oh,
Ingvar would be great for you, but I also don't want to put every single fucking
How about a person?
apple we have in your cart.
How about a person that swings a fuck off battle axe?
That's where I was thinking.
fucking boxcar is built like a boxcar.
Yep.
Not hearing anything you're saying, Mara.
Okay. Sure.
Noted. Turns back to the, or I guess she hasn't turned away. Looking at the earth elemental. And again, doesn't really have eyes, but she's still not making eye contact. She's gonna probably turn into, no, I guess she doesn't have to. She's not gonna negotiate, I guess. Yeah, she will indicate Alex and she will say, the armor goes to, oh shit, what's her first name? Alexandra?
I don't think she's
ever said it? Okay, yeah.
No, not,
Alex,
not to you all.
Yeah. But she knows her last name, right?
I think so.
I think so. I don't think she,
I'm,
yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna
I think
say
it was,
actually you had probably gotten the full name at some point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she would try to have gotten everyone's last name or
Yep.
full name just because
Yeah.
she would be able
You
to
have
use
her
the
full
right of
name.
questing stone. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was said at the moot.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, no,
you
yeah.
have it.
Yeah, I was like, one way or another, she would have tried to get it anyway. Because again, if she has their name, she can locate them with the questing stone. So if they were ever taken or anything like that,
Yep.
she would
That
know how
makes
to get them.
sense.
Yeah. So okay, so then Alexandra Boxcars. Oh my god, I want to say
Core.
Cortez.
Core.
Core. Jesus Christ, Cortez.
Just as an
Core.
extra syllable.
Yeah, Core.
Don't worry, it's all made up anyway.
Philodox to the Black Fairies.
Alex, there's a rumble of earth under your feet. And the rest of you see Alex vanish as she gets yanked bodily down through the stones.
Oh,
It's fine.
Where'd she go?
Alex, you can feel rocks scraping against your hide. Give me a perception and alertness difficulty 6.
If I were to imagine,
Alright.
I'd say this is more like the armor fitting scene from the first Iron Man movie.
Alertness.
What that is?
Look,
It's a
I'm
good
really
thing.
excited to have somebody else to make movie references with, but this is not the time.
I understood
If
that
you'd
reference.
Stop pissing me off. I'd make movie references with you.
3.
In the
Oh, so why you
grinding
gotta- why
of
you gotta do
sound,
that to me?
in the grinding of sound as these rocks are ripped past your skin and your head and your ears, you catch whispers. Alexandra, there's more you need to learn.
That's not terrible.
You could swear that was the voice of one of your mentors from the desert. And then you pop back out into the sunlight. All of you can see Alex is got these heavy blocks of shale that are encrusted around her shoulders and come down over the front and down all the way down the back. They reach about halfway down the front of her chest. And it flares out in just a faintest spread just over the back of the hips. And you have in your journal the stones of the earth.
Sweet.
Does it flare out like a waist cape kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Awesome.
What you've just described is boob armor with back.
No, it's not boob armor. It covers like everything
Okay.
up to the chin. Like even around the throat and stuff.
It's full plate with an open abdomen.
A little bit. Yeah. Which makes it a little easier to, bend over and stuff.
Also makes it easier to show off those abs.
And the rocks go quiet. And as you look, they are melded into the landscape to an extent that it is difficult, if not impossible, to tell what is natural stone and what is elemental here.
Grania looks around for a minute and then very seriously just like sort of takes a long sniff and just says, "Huh. I would have thought I would have been able to I would have thought I would have smelled what the rock was cooking."
I will show you off this mountain.
Grin.
Dakota will hug Alex. Are you okay?
Yeah. I heard stuff. I don't
Is that armor being worn, or is it literally part of her Krynos form now?
get the question.
It's being worn.
Okay.
You're able to take it off if you need to. Yeah.
Kid
Marco.
looks cool as
But
hell.
as a fetish, it is, of course, dedicated by default, doesn't count against your full number of dedicated items,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera.
Marco, please express gratitude to Kurt if you've not done so already. I don't know what you're saying to him. So if you could, that would be great. Let's go.
Yeah, she'll do the whatever would be the most absolutely standard.
Okay.
Like you read it in the book of the example how to thank an elemental, for giving a fetish. You could say it this way. She'll
say it exactly that way.
exactly like that. Like
Fantastic.
every amount of vocabulary word that you would use for that would be exactly as standard.
Cool. Excellent. Well done. Fantastic.
Like the spirit speech equivalent of the extremely rote arigato gozaimasu.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Domo arigatou gozaimasu levels of just what would you say? You could say it this way. And of course it's like a suggestion, but she has taken it as I'm just gonna memorize that. And yep.
But yeah, so when unactivated, you just get an extra die to your soak rolls. When it is activated, you've got the effects as listed there.
What time is it at this point? Rough would I guesstimate?
Maybe a little past noon. Oh no, wait, hang on a second. It is a little past 3.
I think
How long
that
did
might
it
be
take
all
us
we
to
have
get out
time
here?
for. That's probably all we have time for.
And if we can get information for where another one might be, and see if it's on the way back.
It's not going to take us 4 hours to get back, so sure.
All right. That would be the same sort of thing of what kind of elemental is the other one?
One note.
You've got a bighorn spirit, a bobcat spirit, and a cougar spirit.
Right. And which one is Aiden indicating they should look for? Because he wanted the other defense one. Which one was that?
That was the bighorn.
The bighorn.
And bighorn is a what kind of spirit?
It's an animal spirit.
A note for once we get back to the new world or the material world. Marco, I am gonna want you to do another the most updated information we can have on the spiral, as opposed to giving him giving Isabel 2 days notice, or information that's a day or two old.
Understood.
Just so you know. Yeah, so we can find Bighorn.
So what spirit would be like the most, I mean, because they're on the middle of the mountain now, right?
Mhm. Honestly, you've got a big fucking important spirit right here,
Yeah.
and you just earned something from it. It's probably fairly well disposed to you. This would be a quick question, and you know it's an earth elemental. So if it doesn't want to answer, it's just going to ignore you and you can walk away.
Well, yeah. And, I mean, but she would assume that it might have knowledge because I mean, it doesn't
Yeah.
move.
Mhm.
So it would
But
have to
it
be
is
very
very-
local.
Well,
Yeah.
but it is an important spirit, and important spirits do also tend to be well informed, even if they don't go get the information themselves.
Yeah.
Also, it is literally connected to the earth. It probably
Well,
can sense most things around it.
Sort of, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, so she will ask the earth, the flesh of the living mother, where the
Stones that climb stones is.
Stones
yeah,
that climb
some of the
stones, yeah.
stones is, yeah.
Mhm. There's a pause.
Oh, yeah, would she have asked that? No, hold on, wait 1 second.
Okay.
Before she would have asked that, she would have shifted to Hamid.
Okay.
Because she would have been preparing to potentially negotiate,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just how she would have done this. She would have just oof.
Nope.
Not a botch, just doesn't succeed.
Oh yeah.
All right.
3 1s in there.
Yep.
Try
So
one more
what
time.
What does she do? Does she try again, or does she
Or should you
just
spend a rage?
She would almost never spend a rage to change. All right, she tries to change, figures she can't do it because she's still too stressed from the moving. She'll just keep
Mhm.
going.
Okay.
Yeah, if she has to, she'll shift to lupus again. But yeah, she asks the first time just straight up. She doesn't offer anything when she doesn't try to present it as like, this is in your best interest to tell us.
Right.
She
She's
asks.
just asked a question.
Yep, and then then depending on
Give
what her answer
me
she
give
gets.
me charisma and expression then, I think would be. Difficulty. You
Expression?
impressed.
I can't use etiquette. I mean,
you could make the case for etiquette. This
I
is
was
an
like,
earth
yeah,
elemental.
she's just using whatever standard things are going. All right,
Mhm.
charisma. She's got
Charisma and
2.
etiquette, difficulty 5. You're in pretty good standing with this this spirit currently.
2 successes with
2 successes.
4
So
die.
you just ask.
Yeah.
And there's a pause, and then 5 miles north. And with Moriko's memory, there are some notable peaks in that direction. And that's
Mhm.
sort of at a 90-degree angle. So you are almost due west of Golden right now. So that would take you out of the way.
Mhm.
But running as wolves, you might be able to cover that in time, depending on how long whatever it takes to get that thing is.
Okay. Yeah, she'll relate that information to the pack at large on the probably just in over no, she's in yeah, she's in she's probably over totem phone. The location and the probable estimation of like how we could get there if we could do it right now, and then figure out if we need to do this later or not.
I mean,
How close are we going to be cutting it?
if
do you
we
think?
if we're
How long did it take us to get here?
Going overland, about a little less than an hour.
if we're looking at the order she gave us, correct me if I'm misremembering this, the order that she gave us was to be scouting, right? To get her the most up-to-date information. Well,
Correct.
if we're scouting as someone who's presumably accustomed to the battlefield, you know that doesn't always go perfectly planned, and sometimes
That's
you're
not going to
late.
be acceptable. It's simply not going to be acceptable. And we don't get to say, but that's not fair.
If she gets the information, though,
She's not going to care. Remember, she is looking for a reason.
Also, if what I did worked, she might show up earlier than
She
expected.
probably yeah, I'm currently counting on 7. So as opposed to 8 when our actual time frame is. So you're absolutely correct in that a reasonable person would say, okay, well, you're a little bit late, but it's fine. It's whatever. But A, she's not reasonable right now. She's a little closer to reasonable than I think she used to be, but she's not. And 2, we actually want her to show up earlier. So if we're late, that throws our plans off.
If we need to reach out, we could, even from this side. But I hear what you're saying. I just want to toss that out.
Yeah,
think-
no, for sure.
I think knowing where the thing is probably good enough for now. If we show up with too many new toys, she's going to start questioning things.
Unless she's
I
intending
mean,
to send us right after the dude, since we're going
that-
to be giving her immediate information.
That's the trick of it. She doesn't know exactly what we have. Yeah, she doesn't know what we had already. And right of spoils, etc. You can make an argument that what is currently yours is mine, but I think she's going to recognize it, what shaky ground that would be.
So, ultimately, it's your decision. I just want to point out, if she decides, oh, you know exactly where this person's at, let's go get him right now. I'd rather be a few minutes late and with a bit more armor than plenty early and with not more armor.
Especially with what you said, boss, if I'm hearing you right, sounds like it's better if we walk in with it already than try to go out and get it after.
We might not get a chance to go out and get it after.
I don't think we should risk it.
You're not. So I think knowing what we know is enough for now. And the reason for that, just to clarify my reason for this, is that yes, it would be good to be equipped, but in my mind, it would be even better to get back and have the opportunity for Isabel, and if Isabel, then potentially any of her allies that are coming along, her pack or the like, to be better predisposed to us and less willing to fuck us over completely. Because it doesn't matter how many fetishes we have if that happens.
That also assumes there's a world where they're going to be
Fair.
to us, but fair enough.
There's really no wrong answer here. This is just the one we're going with.
All right.
Hey, boss, what do you need from me?
We need to get our asses back.
Let's do it then. Watch your step.
I will still shove you off this mountain.
Oh, that'll get me down faster.
Sure will.
Come on, I'll race you.
Fuck you, I'm not running down a mountain.
All right. Stamina and athletics.
Sal?
Everybody.
How
Standard
far
difficulty.
down is it off the mountain? How far down is it off the mountain?
About 3/4 of a mile.
Fuck, I did like,
Even with the you wouldn't be able to clear the mountain in one jump.
And athletics standard.
Yes.
I got 7 successes again.
It's not a steep enough drop that you could get enough lateral before you'd hit ground if you were trying to jump down to the base.
Oh wait! Oh
Five.
shoot! Hold on. Yeah,
I
Mordecai
did-
would have tried
I-
to shift to.
Fine.
Mordecai would have shifted to
The
Lupus.
rocks.
I'm gonna activate them, and
Okay.
then I'm going to each time there is like a 5-story drop or less salvage jumps.
Absolutely.
Try again.
So
what
the
are we
rest of
rolling?
you pick your way down this mountain. Sal descends this mountain like he's on the moon.
Damn it, athletics.
I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
Glorious.
What are we rolling? Because
We are rolling stamina and athletics
Okay.
in whatever form you have shifted to.
Yep. still
Standard
thrives.
difficulty.
Yep.
Oh,
That particular
Aiden.
roll hates me for some
It
reason.
does. God.
I rolled dex, I get like 7,000 successes.
Right?
Strength, totally fine. Stamina, boom, boom,
Is your
boom,
normal stamina
boom,
2?
boom.
It's
Yes, but my normal
Okay.
strength is 2 also.
Okay.
Aiden smokes, right?
I mean, that doesn't matter. He's a guru. That
I was gonna say, yeah,
But-
Grania also
that has
smokes and got 5
fairly-
successes.
right.
he's not a he is not a warrior. That's the difference.
No,
Yep.
I was just
Yeah.
I just thought that would be a funny reason.
He's got psychosomatic smoker's lungs.
Exactly.
It's not even like real. It's just that he thinks he should have it because he grew up human.
Or maybe he's just
No.
flat out stopping to smoke every
That could also no, they wouldn't be in the Umbra, but
Right.
still.
Yep. Yep.
You got a dedicated pack of Lucky Strikes.
Takes a while to get back, but you guys managed to hit Golden City limits roughly around probably about 5 at the latest, I would say.
Okay, well, where are we going?
Now, where had you arranged to tell Isabel that you were going to meet her?
Yet.
We had not yet. Because we were
Okay.
going to message her and tell her information.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So once we get back, I will. Once we get back, get to my technical equipment,
Yeah.
technology.
And Mordecai would do the rite of the questing stone before Aiden makes that call.
Okay.
So wits and rituals, I think is my thing. Yes. 7.
Mhm.
Do I have anything else in these ones? No. Spirit 5, check, ritual. Yeah. So 4 successes.
With 4 successes, you break out your ritual components. Begin with your necklace, looking for where on the map Blightheid is located. And the necklace is drawn like a magnet to that weird camp near the top of Thorodin Mountain. That one that struck you as the most suspicious when you were doing your
Mhm.
investigations.
Yep.
He's apparently right fucking there.
Yeah. She'll relate that information to Aiden. And let him do what he wills with it.
All right, I am going to text Isabel.
Okay.
We have our information. We have the information you need. We are going to be we're gonna be and pause there before the where are we gonna be training? And he's looking to Ingvar Ganya and Morlico.
Upside of the mountain?
Ingvar would probably where are we at now? We're at the park that we shifted out from.
I assume you guys went back to your vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, vehicle. Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
too. Craig's
oh, that's
got-
right.
Yeah, I guess I was going to go right now.
Granian and Sal both have them now. Yep. Mhm.
Ingvar would favor an out of the way location, like probably back towards the forest where we had initially been
Yeah.
camping.
Where would Mordecai already know is a decent place where they could be so unlikely to encounter anyone? That would also not just be like, do you want to run an obstacle course of really densely packed trees?
I mean, if you're looking for a place that would be not likely to get stumbled across and have enough terrain and open area that you could do pretty much any type of training you would need to, right here on the other side of the gauntlet would be pretty damn easy.
Okay, so in the Umbra is what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, if you're worried about staying unseen by mortal eyes, the Umbra is always the safest place, unless
Sure.
the Umbra is specifically very dangerous at that spot.
And the
Would-
Umbra is pretty calm around this area.
The Umbra is pretty
yeah.
calm around this spot. Yeah.
Would Moriko know that Isabel would be able to find them over in the Umbra?
If you're giving directions to somebody for the Umbra, you can either give them a place in the real world,
Well, yeah, because
cross here, or you
right.
can tell them we're on the west slope of
so
geological
she's so she's
feature.
assuming that Aiden would not only be trying to set up a meet, because she knows that the goal is to get Isabel there before Isabel thinks she should be there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so she's going to be assuming that. Is Aiden going to give her that information of like, come and meet us here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, then she'll just say the same thing of the,
Yeah.
if we're going to train, the Umbra is the safest to avoid breaking the litany.
Perfect.
So, yeah,
This is a
here
good
in
one.
here in the Umbra.
Aiden's
Yeah.
literally just gonna.
I look
Go ahead.
for the hours on the park and see if we're allowed to leave our cars here that long. Because not all government parks are open 24/7.
No, in fact, most of them close at sunset.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which this one does.
Mhm.
Problem with that, I thumb towards the sign that says closes at sunset.
What time of year is it?
This is
In
early
September?
October.
Or October.
It's either late
Uh,
September or early
So
October.
in
I think
like
we've
30
shifted into
minutes.
I think we've shifted into October.
Alex, go with Grania. Take your car, drive it somewhere off out of the park.
Yes.
Dakota, go with Sel for the other car because we have two at this point again, right? Yep.
Park
Right,
them
that
just
one,
outside the
park
park.
them outside the park and come back. Once we're in the Umbra, it doesn't matter. They can't find.
There's a rest stop just down the road, so come on this way.
Perfect. And I'm literally going to Google Maps, find myself, get that coordinates, X north, X feet, X minutes,
give her
X west,
give her coordinate, give her geographic
exact coordinates,
Okay.
and say D.
Umbra.
We're gonna be in the Umbra.
Okay.
While
Get here whenever you are ready is simply how I'm going to put it. Then, oh yeah, while we were waiting for you, we decided it'd be a good opportunity.
Mhm.
while driving to the rest stop, I'm going to continue trying to teach Alex how to drive stick.
Okay. Sounds good. So, with preparations laid and a definitely her idea early visit by Isabel potentially in the works, that is where we are going to close for the week and pick up with a training montage next time.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
That's where you want to do Eye of the Tiger.
Goodbye.
I'll do the mariachi.